Hello and welcome to Backwine Podcast, the podcast where anything goes. I am Chris.
I'm Ollie.
And we are Daleless. We don't have a Dale. So, we've got someone to replace Dale. Someone who's listened to the show since episode 1.
Yep.
That's awesome. And she's a good friend of mine, Zoe.
Hi. Hello.
Hi, Zoe.
It's nice to meet you.
Yes, hello. We've never met before.
It's very official.
There you go.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Fantastic. But seriously, well, Dale's working, I think, isn't he? He's doing something. Oh, no, you have a theory about where Dale is. Do you want to try to throw this out? He'll love this.
On the way in, I saw the sign for the Bangkok Ladyboys.
Yeah.
So I think Dale's either starring or
going
front row in the splash zone. I don't know what this is. So yeah, that's
He's in the Bangkok Splash Zone.
He's in the Bangkok Splash Zone. That sounds like a film title.
It does. Would you watch it?
Which we should write. Yeah, I'd watch it.
Let's do it.
Screenplay the shit out of that.
Bangkok Splash.
Bangkok Splash Zone.
It's really hard to say. Leave me alone.
Try it, Zoe.
I don't even know what you said. It was just like blush.
Bangkok Splash Zone.
Bangkok Splash Zone.
Yeah, you said it.
Yeah,
You said Splash Zone. No.
Don't put that shit on me,
Sorry.
man.
Anyway, he's probably not there. Yeah, probably is working. So we
Yeah.
miss you, Dale. But
Yeah.
Hard at work.
oh well. You're hard at work. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I've just been told to sit here and say I don't care, so...
Oh, you're fit
Sure
right
thing,
in.
yeah. You'll fit in perfectly. No one will even notice. It's just a shame Dale's got his priorities so wrong. Anyway.
Go on.
No, nothing. I've got nothing to say.
You got nothing.
Well, I've got
Oh,
a few
nothing.
things to say, but nothing to say at this minute.
Okay.
Okay.
Did you have anything to say, Zoe?
Well...
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, we could do the catch-up. You always do the catch-up, right?
Let's do the catch-up. Why not?
Catch-up. How's your week been?
Yeah. She's good.
Come on, I know.
She's
I
good.
know. I listen to it every
You
week.
can replace Chris as well. If
How
you want.
dare you?
Should we do the catch-up?
I am irreplaceable. Catch up. I'm fine. I'm all
Yeah.
good. My audiobook is finally on Audible. You can find it on audible.com. It's called How to Choose a University, and I give you solid advice. It's funny because I never took the advice, which I did, because I dropped out of uni twice.
Is this
Sad story.
is this a book that they're going to keep using year on year on
Yeah.
year, or is it just for this year?
No, year on year on year. It's just solid advice of how to choose the right university, where to go, and how to use it. So it's going to go on for ages, hopefully.
Amazing.
So I chose a good
That's good.
project there, and it took a while, as I've said previously on podcasts, but I'm really happy with it, and it's going well.
Good.
Just looking forward to seeing what the sales would be like. Could not sell at all. Who knows? But it is a good book, I know that.
What's your top tip on how
For-
to choose a university?
Oh, I don't know. I really do forget most of the scripts I
You know
read.
the source material.
I know it's
inside out.
good. And I listened to it so many times, and I read it so many times, but I really do forget all the scripts I say. I've done a lot of scripts, and I can't remember any
It
of
is a
them.
book, though. Like, that's a lot to remember.
Yeah. Sorry.
Have you ever read a book that you're a fan of yourself just to get your voice sort of limbered up?
No, that's a good one. I like
I've
that.
thought of doing stuff like that because
Hmm.
there's tons of books that's a lie. I've read about 5 books ever. There's a few.
It's like less than what I've read this year.
I know Zoe's big on the books.
Yeah.
I am literate.
Sorry.
Didn't you do like
Just
a
not
book challenge?
super-
Yeah, I'm in the
literate.
middle of a book challenge.
That's cool.
What's
I've
the
read
challenge?
41 books in the year. 14. I'm on my 14th book.
Ollie's face is
41 books in a
41
year.
books this year.
Your face kind of went.
Right.
What?
Yeah, I thought you said you've read 41
Oh,
books
no,
this
no,
year so far.
no. No, I'm up to probably over 100 now. I'm kind of using Goodreads to
Right.
mark all the books I read.
That's
but
cool.
14
Nice.
this year.
Amazing. I think
2
my brother's
audiobooks,
doing something similar.
Yeah.
I think he was just trying to do one a month though, which is 12.
Yeah, well, if you do
But-
small ones, you could fit
Yeah.
about 4 in.
That's
Oh,
cool.
nice.
Did you say you read 5 and we were about to make a point? So
5 was an
It's like the
under-exaggeration.
Hungry
That was-
Caterpillar.
Don't look at us like that.
It's because he's going to say yes.
One of my favourite books is Fantastic Mr. Fox, though.
Okay.
That's
Oh.
a kid's book.
Roll down.
But it's a bit more advanced than The Hungry
Yeah.
Caterpillar.
Did you like the film?
Yeah,
love
yeah,
the
it was
film.
okay.
I'm not keen.
I don't really-
It makes me
Yeah.
laugh like hell.
I forgot who directed
Wes
it.
Anderson?
Wes Anderson.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Wes
I'm
Anderson.
not a huge fan of Wes Anderson.
Neither
films.
am I. But
No, no,
I
me
like
neither.
I like Phantasmus Fox, and I like Grand Budapest Hotel. That was really good.
Don't
Have you
think I've
tried
seen
Moonrise Kingdom?
Didn't like it.
No, I
No.
started watching it. I wasn't keen. Meh.
Very weird.
Meh.
Anyway,
I
sorry.
did
Your
like
point
the
on
st-
books.
No, I was just saying, like, it's occurred to me a couple of times to sort of read the books that, because I read a lot of a lot of spiritual texts.
Spiritual texts.
I'm not a big fiction guy. I like to read informative books, so like
Okay.
books on health, books on
Yeah.
ideas and stuff like that. And I read a couple which I thought I would like to sit down and read. And then I did have the idea of sort of like putting a series up on YouTube of just chapters that I like,
That's
but
cool.
I just never got around to it. But I was thinking it would be a good exercise for you to
It is, but again,
read something you enjoy.
I don't read much at all, and I only have one or two favourite books. To Kill a Mockingbird is one of them, and I like a lot of autobiographies because they're real and when they're written from the celebs themselves, I think they're really interesting. Like the Michael McIntyre book really made me giggle. So don't like him.
I don't like British comedians very much at all. Yeah, no.
I'm kind
What was
of.
that comedian
I
you
like
showed?
you, Zoe.
What was that comedian you showed me? It was on Netflix. I was loving that gig.
Was it Aziz Ansari rings a bell? Was he
No.
Indian?
No, it was sort of like a monotone-y sort of guy. He was
Louis C.K.
no,
Balding?
no, I know them. Well, it could have been Paul.
Is he like a fat New Yorker?
No, he was quite a thin guy with like sort of long.
Oh, Dimitri Martin.
Yeah, he was funny.
Yeah, he does. Have you heard Dimitri Martin?
No.
He's very good. He does very
Okay.
like.
And that's on Netflix.
Yeah, you can get a few
Okay.
of his on Netflix. He's very like dry and
Yeah, I
short
like dry
one-liners.
humour, so
Just
it's
one of
pretty
his
good.
jokes was, if I can remember this right now, I might fuck this up, but he said, I got an L-shaped sofa the other day, lowercase.
Yeah.
I was gone. that was so funny.
Yeah, Dimitri Martin's very good.
Mm.
Yeah,
So yeah, I liked him, but you're not a fan of British comedians? None.
not really. Jimmy Carr's okay, but
What about Bill Bailey?
Dara O'Brien?
Bill Bailey was okay. Dara O'Brien's all right.
Seen
Again,
Bill Bailey this next month.
yeah.
Mm. I love him in Bristol Hippodrome
Nice.
for my back's
Is
anniversary.
it
Actually,
Hippodrome?
is it Hippodrome?
Hippodrome or Hypnodrome?
Hippodrome.
Hippodrome.
As in like
Right.
the. Looks as if
Like
like the elephant.
I
No,
don't know.
like.
You know,
They
hippo
kind of
like
look
the
like
elephant.
them.
Yeah, but like I don't like Michael McIntyre. I don't like Russell Howard at all. I could just do without him.
I've kind of done a 180 on him. I didn't like him first of all. Now I do because of
Yeah.
Good News.
Yeah,
kinda-
we saw
yeah.
that live.
Yeah, I think because he's intelligent. Like when he did his bit about the NHS,
Yeah.
and I thought that was really good. Like
has
he
good
makes
views.
a point.
I don't like it when
Yeah.
he shouts his jokes.
No.
When he just says silly things, it's funny.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't like Noel Fielding for that. Like he just says random words and expects you to laugh at them.
That
No, I
is
don't.
his thing. What do you
yeah,
like, Noel
it's
Fielding?
like
No.
I went to Michael McIntyre's Comedy Roadshow. Do you remember that was on? I think we
Yeah.
went to Bristol Hippodrome once again, and all the comedians were really good. And then Noel Fielding was the stand-up, and I was just like, oh, this is kind of a damp on the end of the night because I'm not a personal
Yeah.
fan of his. He had one good joke. Again, I'll try and say it if I can do it justice. He
In his
said,
accent.
no.
you have to do like his movements and wear boots.
He said, my grandmother's hands were so soft that when she touched a bubble, her hand burst. And I thought that was quite funny. See, you guys laughed.
Yeah, it's
I
alright.
like him.
But
in
that was the
Mighty
only joke I
Boosh.
laughed at.
Yeah, Mighty Bushi's really good in. But I think
It's not
Julian
that.
Barrett
Again,
is
that
better.
weird comedy's not my thing. Like League of Gentlemen, I never really understood as well.
No.
I watched that a lot because my brother did. But I think I've got a bit of a cultural bias in that I don't really like a lot of British things anyway. I don't
You've
like
always
British
said
films
you love
very
American
much. Yeah.
stuff, don't you?
The majority of what I listen to or consume entertainment wise comes from America. Like all
Yeah.
the podcasts, all the YouTube channels, the films is all American. So to be honest, I feel like I know a bit more about what's going on in the States than I do here.
Yeah.
So I think I've got a bit of a bias where if I know,
I know
well,
what you mean, because they've got such massive popular culture compared to
Yeah.
Yeah.
us. I mean, majority of the shows Zoe and I watch are pretty much American. Aren't they?
American,
Yeah.
The same as you.
well, we went to see. I think it was Wednesday. My brother, my sister, and Jess and I went to see Scream Unseen in the Odeon. Have you seen that at all?
yeah. Is this like a surprise film they show?
Yeah. Do you know anything about it? It's called Scream Unseen, and you it's £5 a ticket. You buy the ticket, but you don't know what film they're showing until
okay.
it comes up.
They
So
used to do that before a long time ago.
I think they do Screen Unseen as well, which is any film, but
Okay.
Scream Unseen is for the horror thing.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
What was the film?
It was called Green Room. with
Oh no, it was the
Patrick
Stewart
Stewart
one.
and Anthony
Any good?
Elchin. It was great, really
Mm.
good. Well, not fantastic, but for a horror,
Yeah.
I wouldn't really class
not
it as
horror, is it?
horror
It's
either.
like-
It's more of like a gory
Was it about neo
thriller.
Nazis?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, without ruining it, a band witness a crime and then they have to survive the night and as hostages in this club that they're in, and then all hell breaks loose.
Oh,
kinda.
fair enough. It's a good premise.
It is, and it was a really good film. But as soon as it came on, I turned to Jess and I was like, I hope this isn't British, because something about it looked like it was, and I was just like, oh, this would ruin it for me if it was. But it turned out it wasn't. But that's what I mean. Like, I think even if I think something's British, I've got a.
So you don't think any British films are good? I love British
I'm
films.
very
not
picky
really.
with them.
Yeah. Again, it's not founded in anything solid. It's just me being biased.
Yeah,
and-
no, fair enough. I saw Eddie the Eagle last week. Loved it.
Yeah.
Oh, a really good feel-good film. Not sure if it was British guy, obviously, but really,
Welsh?
really good film. What?
Taron
Ed Goodson, yeah.
He's Welsh.
Sorry, Eddie the Eagle wasn't.
No, but
There's
the
my
guy who
point.
plays him is
Yeah,
Welsh.
yeah.
Didn't know that. It's pretty cool.
You seen Kinsman?
No.
That was
Oh.
British, wasn't it? That's a good.
Yeah,
that's a
that's a
good,
really good
film.
film.
That's really good.
Yeah.
They're making another one, aren't
They
they?
sure are.
Yeah.
Where they're going to America, so you'll probably watch that one.
No, I don't know.
No.
No, it's not my kind of genre.
Hmm.
But yeah, so I'm a bit biased. Is the whole just
That is the point.
Yeah.
is the
Ollie,
gist of that
you
conversation?
biased man, you.
Yeah. Tough. Deal with it.
Fair enough.
Love me or leave me.
Oh, okay. Oh, you can stay, Al. You can stay.
Yeah, I said you leave.
No, you didn't.
I said love me or leave me.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Well,
That means
surely
you
if
get
I say I love you, that implies that you stay.
Me staying isn't in question. You get out.
Yes. Okay, I'll just leave you and Zoe to have a talk.
I'm hard to love.
That's true.
Okay.
Took me a while.
So yeah, there
Okay.
you go. My week was great.
Oh.
Awesome. How about yours, Zoe?
Yeah, I've had a busy week actually.
Yeah?
Yeah, the past 2 weeks have been really weird. Like I found that guy.
Oh yeah, this is a weird.
Yeah.
Listen to this, all.
I was at my friend's house watching her play Bioshock Infinite, and I was coming home, and you know the shop on the corner, just down this road
Down the
here.
road.
Halfway
Yeah,
down Lloyd
down the
George
road.
Avenue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know the one.
I was walking out the back of there, and I found this guy on the floor, and I was like, "What the heck?" I was like, "Please don't be dead. Please don't be dead." So I didn't want to like run up to him and just like touch him, just in case he was like one of those guys that like gets up and stabs you and then runs away. So I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna run into the shop and get the guy to help me." And he was like, "Oh, okay, I'll be there in a minute." I'm like, "There could be a dead guy at the back of your
Nice.
shop."
Did he look dead?
Yeah. Why he wasn't moving, and I was like, "Hello," and he just didn't respond.
Okay, that's a bit weird.
And there was a bike by the road, so I thought, "Oh god, maybe he's been hit by a car."
Right, yeah.
So
It's very nice of you to do something though, because I would think I would just leave this
Yeah.
guy. I know I'm a
a
really
lot of
bad.
people
but
did walk past.
Yeah, exactly. People do that.
But I didn't. I called an ambulance and waited 45 minutes with him.
Oh.
Good for
And
you.
his dick was out the whole time. Yeah, like when I was on the phone, they were like, "Can you move him, please?" So my boyfriend showed up at that point. I was like, "Can you go touch him? I don't want to touch him." And he like tried to move him, and he's like, "Oh, okay." And like, yeah,
Sounds like my kind of night.
yeah. And then Saturday, I was supposed to go out with my friends until one of them face planted the floor, and almost broke her nose.
Ooh.
Yeah, blood like everywhere.
Oh.
So that
How?
was fun.
Did she just trip, or was she doing
They
a
were
stunt?
dancing. They were doing like this weird dancing where they were like walking towards each other. And then one of them was crawling across the floor for some reason. I don't know how this happened. And then the other one came around, jumped on her back, slid down the front, and then as she was sliding, made my friend hit her head into the floor, and then she went forward and smacked her face in the floor. Blacked out for a couple of seconds, and then came to, and like just blood everywhere, and then sick, and just and that was
She had
10
her dick
o'clock.
out.
So yeah, that was last week, and this week's been pretty chill in comparison.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so yeah.
There we are then.
Well, I saw Zootropolis, so
Yes, good for you.
yeah, really good. That was the highlight of my week this week.
Really? Zootropolis was the highlight.
Yeah, it was good.
It's meant to be brilliant, man.
It
I
is
don't
good.
really get
I've
up
seen-
too
I've
Of
seen
course,
much.
you've seen it. I'm seeing it Monday, so no spoilers,
Yeah,
please.
I've
Oh,
seen
it
it
is
twice.
really good though. Did you not enjoy it?
Again, guess who I hated the most in it?
The British guy.
Idris Elba.
Oh
thought it was
yeah,
terrible.
no, you're not the only one. Like I've seen a couple of people say like Idris Elba just takes you right out of it.
Awful.
Yeah,
No, obviously.
just
That's
Idris
interesting
Elba.
because Idris Elba's in The Jungle Book as well, which is what
Yeah.
I saw last week.
That's what they said about the
Brilliant
Jungle Book.
film. Well, I don't think so.
No.
No, I thought it was superb. I generally came out of the cinema going, that was bloody good.
So-
I haven't had that for a while.
It was superb, or he was superb.
The whole film.
Because I've heard it's great, but he's again
Yeah.
not
I
so
was,
good.
I was
I
fine
feel
with
that.
Idris Elba voice in Shere Khan, I think.
Yeah.
How
The
you pronounce it?
tiger.
Yes.
Shere Khan, yeah.
And honestly, I mean, I think your brother's seen. I'm not sure if you have.
He said that he's who I get all my
Yeah,
information
exactly. It's absolutely brilliant, and I was absolutely amazed, which actually did lead me onto a question as well. So I will answer
Okay.
it. So I thought it was brilliant. And do you think Disney will and can remake all their animated classics? Not all, but some of them. You know, there's certain ones that you think they shouldn't touch.
as live action.
Yeah, because I didn't think the Jungle Book would work. I gotta say, the trailer, I went, that looks okay, I suppose, but did not expect to love it as much as I did. Beck, who does not react to much when she watches things out loud, she squeaked like with laughter.
Okay.
There was this joke that she was the
Yeah.
only one who laughed. I was like, oh my god, even I didn't laugh that much, and I tend to
Aw.
react a lot. And she loved it. I mean, it's talking animals.
Yeah.
That's her jam.
Is it CG or have they
Yes.
used?
Mostly, apart from the little
Apart
boy.
from the kid Mowgli,
So they didn't
and
use
he
any
was
real. Can they
he-
use animals in filming like that? No.
They used
no,
to
you
with
can do CGI.
Doctor Dolittle,
There's
did
no
it, didn't they?
Yeah.
They had like a real bear for Doctor
Oh,
Dolittle,
Yeah,
so
like
they just did the whole mouth
Harry
thing.
Potter
was
and stuff
years
used
ago, though,
real.
wasn't
Yeah, Harry Potter. If you go to Harry Potter Studios, they have like a list of all the animals that took part.
I've been there, I didn't see that.
Did you know?
No.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta go there again. I did enjoy that.
Yeah, but they had like 10 different fangs. So, yeah. Anyway, in response
dog.
to your question, yeah,
Yes,
the
of
dog
course,
from
yeah.
Harry Potter.
I was gonna say, was the
It's
hippogriff
British.
real?
You wouldn't watch it.
The hippogriff is even.
What,
just
what is it? Horse
cut
and
them
an eagle.
The hippogriff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something
Yeah,
like that.
or-
I love
yeah.
the hippogriff. It's cool.
Yeah.
Sellotape a bunch
What's
of
he
them
called?
together.
Buckbeak, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
But-
I know stuff.
Buttbeak.
Yeah.
What's wrong with Buckbeak?
No, it sounded like you said buttbeak,
Buttbeak.
like an insult.
You Buttbeak.
Buttbeak. Put your dick away, buttbeak.
Oh
Funny
dear
enough,
me.
that was the guy's name.
Buttbeak.
It will be now.
Found
I
this
wish I
Buttbeak.
could like find out what happened to him, but I think he was
true.
just drunk, to be honest. 'Cause
Mm.
the shopkeeper said like, "Oh yeah, he tried to buy alcohol and then walked back inside, and there was like a big puddle by the car next to him." So I was like, "Oh, he's probably tried to have a piss and fallen over."
Hence why his dick was clearly out.
Yeah,
There you go.
yeah. Anywho,
Anyway, what was what was
Anywho,
my question?
Disney,
Yeah,
Disney.
Disney. Let's go. Sunshine and happiness.
well, I know they're doing a Little Mermaid live action,
Yeah.
with Chloe Moretz,
Who's that?
Chloe Grace Moretz. She
hit
was
girl
hit.
from Kick-Ass, the purple
She doesn't.
outfit. No,
No, I can't bring her
Can't think of
face to mind. I
anything
love the Little Mermaid.
Do you
that's
really?
my-
Like
That's
yeah,
my
she like
favourite.
if you had to go out with one princess,
Hmm.
obviously Ariel.
Would you?
Yeah, she's the best.
she's an actual
beautiful.
princess as well.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't marry for money or
always
status.
partial.
Oh no, of course.
I was
not.
always partial
I
to
just want
Belle.
that fishy tail. That was a
Okay.
horrible hand gesture. I
Yeah.
didn't mean that.
Oh.
I meant like that. Yeah, Ariel's the hottest
I always
princess.
thought Belle was nice.
Yeah.
Was it
She's
Belle?
alright.
Yeah.
Gaston could have gone with the three blondes, so I think, and had a
Mm.
better time.
That's true.
It would have been easier for him, wouldn't it? He wouldn't
It's
have
not
had to get
challenging.
killed by a big beast.
Yeah, but that's what he's about. He's all about the hunting.
Haven't you heard his song?
Oh, you could sing it. If you
Do
Could
it.
you really?
I could. I won't.
Put
I'll record it at home and send it.
on the Brooklyn album.
No, I'd have to put a dope beat underneath.
Nice.
Sorry, go on.
Little Mermaid.
Little Mermaid.
But apparently they're keeping her blonde instead of a
Is
red
that
head.
true?
Then I'm boycotting it.
Yeah, I
'Cause
know. I
she's
was
not.
like, no, I don't like it. I don't like the
That is
idea of it.
interesting.
But they've already done.
They're doing Beauty and the Beast
Yeah, and Emma
with
Watson.
Emma Watson,
Yeah,
Hermione Granger from Harry Potter.
I know.
she's British.
Fuck that shit. Who's playing the Beast? Is it The Rock? I hope it's The Rock. I hope they just like put a mask on
I
him.
actually don't know who's playing the Beast. Actually, I can get information up if you want.
Well, sure.
Yeah, sure. I'll have a look. You guys
Yeah.
keep talking.
Yeah, they've done Sleeping Beauty. Oh no, Cinderella.
Yeah, they've
But
done
they
Cinderella.
did Sleeping Beauty because it was Maleficent, wasn't it? So that's
Yeah,
like a
well, that was
live-
from the point of view of the
Yeah,
old witch, or whatever her name
I
is.
didn't like that.
I've heard it's all right.
It's okay.
Beck liked it.
She
Cinderella
wasn't-
wasn't too bad, to be
I
honest.
haven't seen that
Decent
one.
enough remake, but do you think they should do these remakes? I mean, you know,
I think
classic
they will
B. Do you know what I mean?
because it's money.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's just printing money, really.
Milking
Isn't
the
it?
cash cow.
I'm not sure. I can't imagine Aladdin would translate very well.
Oh yeah, I was going to bring that up. I love Aladdin, I really do, and just a genie wouldn't work, right? Particularly because it's not Robin Williams as well.
Yeah, I kind of don't want them to do it for that reason.
Mm.
Like, I love him in that film.
Yeah,
So, no.
I want him to touch
Think-
Aladdin.
Things like
Lion
Pocahontas.
King, you can't really
would
do
be
Lion
fine.
King.
Yeah, Pocahontas would be
Brother
good,
Bear.
actually.
Have you seen Brother Bear?
Pocahontas, you've seen
Have
that.
you seen
and
Brother Bear?
You've seen Pocahontas in... Sorry, what?
Why are you laughing at Brother Bear? Have you seen
All
it?
the ones that you could have chosen.
I work
just
with
Brother
I
Bear.
work with kids, so we
Oh,
have to
okay.
watch a lot of Disney films
Oh.
over and
Do you
over
rate
and
that
over
quite
again.
highly?
Brother Bear.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's a good
It's
story.
a
Yeah,
bromance.
definitely, and I think it's one of the ones with a better moral.
Mm.
You know, respect.
Anyway, my point was with Pocahontas,
Nature.
we've seen this story dozens of times with Avatar, Dances with Wolves, and Ferngully, so, you know, there's...
But you could say that about every film, though.
it's true, I suppose you can
Like,
deconstruct a lot of them.
Every Marvel film is about something end in the world.
Mm.
They just do it in different ways.
It's true.
That's out next week.
Civil War,
Oh, I
yeah.
can't
Yep.
wait.
So, you seeing it on the day it's out?
No, I think we're going on Saturday morning, 10:30, to beat the crowds.
Nice. We're going Friday afternoon or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm going 8
I-
o'clock.
Oh, God, good luck.
Oh, I know.
Where to?
View as
Ooh,
well.
God, good
oh,
luck.
I know.
8 p.m.
Yeah.
Friday night.
Mm,
Damn.
after work.
Yikes.
I know.
Still gotta see it, though.
I know, you
It
have
depends.
to.
I always think it depends on audiences. I've talked about cinema so many times in the past,
Yeah.
and I've had really rubbish experiences. But sometimes when everyone wants to see the film and they all shut up, it's a good experience.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I saw the first Avengers in IMAX, and there was this two rows of kids in front of me. I went, "Well, it's gonna be ruined now. The film's gonna be shit." But lucky enough, they were really small, so there were no heads in front of me,
Yeah.
and they shut up for the entire film. So
Yeah.
I was like, "Fair play."
I don't mind the atmosphere in the cinema
I
being
do,
a bit
I
noisy.
really-
It doesn't bother me. I
Does-
just want to see
I-
Spider-Man beat the shit out of Ant-Man. That's all I want. That's all I
there
care
you go.
about.
I mean, that's good.
Yeah.
But it's just if I see like a foam light at the corner of my eye,
Yeah,
I'm
I'm the
drawn
same.
to it, and I get
Yeah.
really annoyed.
Yeah.
I just want to go over and take their phone and just throw it. I'm like, no, you shouldn't do that.
Me and Owen were Owen's one of our friends.
Mm.
We went to see Les Miserables in the cinema.
Yes.
And there was these kids at the back of the show, and they were like, "I didn't realize this was a musical." I'm like, "How could you not realize this is a musical?" And then they just kept talking throughout the whole thing,
Oh.
doing Anne Hathaway's little bit where she's like,
Yeah.
and yeah, it just
Then it's just
ruined
my
it.
favorite musical of all time.
Yeah,
I absolutely think
I don't think it's my
superb.
favorite, but
Oh, it is mine.
it's
I
up there.
grew up on it, and I had a lovely experience watching that because it was in IMAX and everyone. It was, I think it was opening night, and that was everyone wanted to see it, and you could hear a pin drop at some songs.
Yeah,
Yeah, really, really good.
it's such like
Rubbish
a powerful
film.
moment.
Well, no, that's harsh. Rubbish
Russell
performance.
Crowe.
Yeah, Russell Crowe was just
Oh.
horrendous and ruined it for me.
Why? Who cast him? Like,
don't
why
know.
would you do
They've
that?
got to cast someone who can actually sing. That would be nice.
Yeah.
Sorry, all. Have you not seen Les Miserables?
No, no.
Any incarnation, or do you know any songs
no,
from it?
nothing
Okay, fair
whatsoever.
Do you like any musicals?
Avenue Q. Nothing. Nothing.
See, I haven't seen that, but I know you.
No, I didn't. I was ill.
Oh, yeah.
Polly went with
Oh,
Beck. She
yeah.
took my ticket.
Yeah, I'm not a big musical.
She still doesn't like me.
Well, just say you like Jurassic World, and then.
I'm
all
never
will be
saying
fine.
that. I'm
I
never
know.
admitting I like
The
Jurassic
musical.
World.
It's like blasphemy.
Jurassic World the musical.
I would like to see Chris Pratt doing a musical. That would be fun.
Adapt it for the stage.
Mm.
He was in another trailer that came out this week.
Oh, I didn't watch it.
Magnificent Seven, sort of a western with Denzel Washington.
As in a remake
No?
of the
Oh,
original.
is it a remake?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It didn't say anything about it
Who's,
being a remake, but it was the same
yeah.
director as Training Day and The Equalizer. Hence why Denzel Washington's in it.
Yeah.
He's great. I love Denzel Washington. Look good.
He's riding a horse this time.
Who?
Denzel Washington.
Yeah, I think they
He's
all are.
covered every other like airplanes, trains.
Covered everything,
like,
isn't he?
he's
Fair play to
covering
him.
every.
Oh,
sort of
I believe
vehicle.
anything Denzel Washington does. You guys not a fan of it?
No, not really.
Really? Okay,
no.
fair enough.
No opinion, really.
No opinion.
Training Day
He's
was
American,
alright. I won't say what I was going to say. You
In
know what
answer
I was
to
gonna
your
say.
question of who's playing Beast, name's Dan Stevens.
Oh, The Guest.
Oh, that's a good film.
Yeah.
Loved The Guest.
He's gonna be in the new Marvel, Legendary or something. Legion. Yeah, he's cast in that.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's him. It's quite a good cast, actually. Luke Evans is Gaston. Guy who played Bard in The Hobbit.
Oh, Welsh guy.
Yay!
Playing a villain.
And Ewan McGregor's Lumiere.
Oh, I love Ewan McGregor.
Yeah.
Oh.
That man does not age.
Lumiere?
I know,
It's
but
not
he's
fair.
such a good singer as well.
Oh, yeah.
Moulin Rouge.
Yeah,
Oh.
absolutely.
Is he going to
Guilty
have a French accent?
probably not.
Probably.
He might do.
But he needs to, because Lumiere is clearly the Frenchest
His
thing there
name's
was
Lumiere.
ever. Yeah, I
Stanley
know.
Tucci's in it. I love Stanley Tucci.
Every franchise.
I'm guessing
Ian McKellen. Oh
he's
my
Cogsworth.
gosh.
Who's Cadenza? Who plays Cadenza? Oh, sorry, what is Cadenza? No, I'm
No.
not. I mean, I'm really not good with
Who's
some
playing
old
him?
Disney films.
It?
Stanley Tucci.
Then
And,
what does he most
Ian
look
McKellen's
like?
Cogsworth, that's the clock.
What inanimate object does Stanley Tucci most look like? Because that's likely the one he'll play.
I love Stanley
The
Tucci.
cheese grater.
Does he really grate on you?
I can't recall his. I can't
Nice.
recall his face.
You can't recall his face.
Stanley Tucci.
Have you
Everything.
seen Lovely Bones?
Oh, the Doctor in
Oh,
Captain America.
yeah,
The-
the guy.
the really creepy
I
guy,
really like
him.
him as
The
well.
Doctor in
Yeah.
Captain America.
Yep.
Who gave Steve
Yes.
Rogers.
Yep.
I like Stanley
Hunger
Tucci.
Games. He's the one with the big hair.
I love him.
The
Every
Lovely
franchise
Bones
I
was a
love.
great film. I thought I really
It was
I
enjoyed
like
it
disturbing
it was
though,
disturbing
wasn't
film,
it?
but I like that film.
because I read the
Didn't
book
get-
first,
Okay.
and I enjoyed it, and then I saw the film, and I just thought
Yeah.
it was a good adaptation.
Hmm.
It was obviously not a pleasant film to
No,
watch
No.
subject wise,
definitely
but I
not.
think the
The-
parts that they shot where she was in like heaven
Yeah.
or wherever you want to
Afterlife or
call it.
whatever it
Yeah,
was,
yeah.
yeah.
I thought it was really good. It
Yeah,
was very
I-
compelling.
Yeah.
Well, you like that stuff as well, don't you?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I like disappearing. young
I'm on about
girls.
the afterlife and all that.
I do like the afterlife.
The idea of it.
Yeah.
There was also a couple more trailers. The new Bourne trailer.
I haven't watched it
I
again.
only watched the Bournes last year, all of them.
Really?
Yeah, first time
oh
ever.
My gosh.
So
I
I'm
love
quite
them.
pumped. So I'm caught up on them. I'm
Yeah.
like, I can't wait for the next one. Never
Yeah.
watched the Jeremy Renner one because I heard it's terrible. So
Yeah, I know.
so I won't. But this one looked really good. I'm looking forward to it. I was like, oh, he's in this great cast as well.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that.
American James Bond.
Yeah.
Like that.
Again, it's the genre that I'm not really a fan of.
Fair enough.
No?
Guns and running.
Oh, they're really
Just
good,
guns and
though.
running.
Yeah.
Maybe a car.
There's always a car.
And Marvel. Marvel's your thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Again, it's not so much Marvel. It's just Spider-Man. That's, I was saying to John the other day that I don't really get excited about things at the moment. Like I don't keep my finger's not on the pulse of what's coming out.
Yeah.
So it's really nice when John said to me yesterday, Captain America's out next week because it's completely snuck up on me because I
Right,
haven't
yeah.
been like only 3 months to go.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So he was like, it's next week, and I was like, I get to see Spider-Man again next
Yeah.
week, so that's really nice.
That's cool.
But
I'd love
I
to
just-
see your reaction watching it because you'll just
It
be
will
like
be,
a big kid. Yeah.
it'll be childish glee.
Yeah. That's amazing.
It's the only way I can describe it.
You might react like I did when I watched the Star Wars trailer.
Yeah,
Rogue
probably.
One.
Rogue One, yeah. Oh, hello. Didn't like it?
No. It's not. I just felt impartial. I was just kind of like,
You're a big Star Wars fan.
I am, but I don't know. Just didn't do it for me. It's like the same stuff that I've seen already, like AT-ATs and Death
That was the
Star
reason.
and-
That was just to
I'm
get.
like,
If you saw something completely new, though, I think people would be like,
Yeah.
"Well, where's all the Star Wars related things?"
I kind of
I
like
thought it
the
was a
whole
great balance
story
to the
of
trailer.
it.
Yeah.
Because it reminds me of, it's really nerdy, there's a game called War in the North,
Hmm.
based on Lord of the Rings, where they kind of create a distraction so the Fellowship can kind of run off.
Oh, cool.
It's kind of similar to
That's
that,
quite
but
cool. I like
yeah,
that.
it's a really good game.
What's it called?
War in the North.
More than North.
So they just go and distract them so they can get away.
What kind of game?
So you have like a little team and you just slice up things. And,
On a Xbox or
PlayStation.
right? Okay.
Yeah. It's really old though. It's kind of like Skyrim-y sort of. Well, Lord of the Rings, just Lord of the Rings in a game.
Nice.
But you don't play as Aragorn or anything.
I'll have a look at it and read
Yeah,
what
it's
happens
good.
or not. I've been trying to make a habit of when you guys tell me about things I
Yeah.
go and do them because Ollie mentioned his favourite band, or not his favourite band, sorry, the band he would listen to his discography last week. Never heard of Death Cab for Cutie.
I have.
Yeah.
See, you were all like, oh yeah. I was like, I've heard of
They're
this.
very
It's like
famous.
emo stage.
Yeah.
I like the song that Ollie suggested, and I listened to it. I thought, yeah, fair enough. I probably will go back and listen to more of them. I didn't listen to Dale's because I knew I wouldn't like Viking metal. Sorry, Dale. But I did listen to Kill Switch, Engage. It reminded me of the stuff I used to listen to back in the day. I was like,
Yeah.
fair enough. That's what Skeen liked. One of our listeners who sent the question, Rachel. Is it Depeche Mode or Depeche Mode? Depeche Mode. She sent that was hers. So I listened to one of their songs. Did not realise they did the song I listened to. I can't remember what it was. One of the most famous. Do you guys know?
I know a couple of the songs.
Yeah,
can't tell you the
I
names.
didn't realise. So I was like, okay, that's
Yeah.
them. So yeah, making more of an effort to like see why they like it and whatnot.
Yeah, that's good. So
We
good
can
anyway.
talk as much shit about Dale as we like. You realise that, don't you? Because he's
No,
not here.
I don't want to. You'll listen.
Good.
Dale's lovely. Look at Ollie's face.
Seems like you stole. What were we saying? Oh, I was gonna ask a question.
Okay.
Do you play a lot of games?
Yes.
Because I used to, but now I sort of don't have time, and I have this debate with my brother on and off. Let's plays on YouTube. Do you ever watch them, or
No.
it's just people who play the game, and then you can watch them play it, and then
Okay.
he hates them. Like, he doesn't understand why anyone would want to sit and watch somebody else play a game. Whereas I think it's quite a decent way of seeing a game through to the end.
Have we talked a bit about this before? It's
we
sort of
might have.
YouTube gaming channels in the way.
Yeah. So what's your opinion on them? Because
I
I
do
quite
both.
enjoy them. Because I don't really like to play the game and like have to figure out the puzzles myself. But I do like seeing the game played through.
Yeah. Yeah, I do both. I mean, James, my boyfriend, I'll watch him play games sometimes, and then if there's a game that he's not quite into, I'll play it. Like, I've been playing a lot of Zelda games lately, but he kind of watches it, but I'd just rather play on my own. He's kind of a backseat driver as well. That's the issue. Like, if you're gonna sit there and watch me play a game, don't tell me what to do, because I'll just go crazy.
We've mentioned that as well, because sometimes that person is so invested in the game that the other person will see other things that they don't.
Yeah.
Beck's done that loads of times
I think
with
you were
me.
saying this about Tomb Raider, possibly.
That was
Last of
what
Us,
you
Tomb
were
Raider,
playing.
and
Yeah.
all stuff like that. Yeah,
Last of Us is such a good game. Like, if you're gonna watch a game, watch that one.
she's right. She's so right.
Yeah, like
Last of Us 2 is being in production now, and I'm
Yeah.
unbelievably excited.
Uncharted, Tomb Raider, Last of Us, anything like that. Like, they're really good games. Bioshock is such a good game to watch.
Would you say play them though, or watch them?
It's good.
Last of Us, you could
You could
watch.
do both.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
they're trying to turn it into a film anyway.
Yes, with massive production issues.
Yeah, because it's like a zombie kind of thing. But they're not zombies; they're just infected.
Oh man, I love that game.
But it's more character based. It's not like all action, and if it is, it's kind of like really tense situations.
Okay.
But I've actually been. You know IGN? They're like a game.
Yeah, the game website.
Yeah, they've been doing this series called Prepare to Try, and someone who's completely new to Dark Souls has been playing Dark Souls, and you can actually watch them do like all of it together, and that's just little snippets because it's such a long game. Like, it's really funny. So if you want to watch things like that,
Okay.
Sounds good.
yeah. It is. It's really funny.
Someone told me once, I can't remember who, it was about IGN and how they just don't trust reviews by them anymore because they buy them in a sense or something like that. Like,
Oh no,
they pay them to give good reviews.
No, I really like. I'm spot on with IGN. Every time they bring something out, I'm like, yeah. Like, they do the superhero show as well, where they review all Marvel. Like, any news that comes out about Marvel or DC, they release it, and they do like a little podcast thing. And then,
Oh, cool.
But Krupa's the guy. Krupa. Yeah, Dan Krupa.
There we are.
Yeah, he's spot on, and he loves Spider-Man.
Fair enough.
Clearly.
You like Dan Krupa? You love Joe Rogan?
Joe Rogan.
And I love... Oh, actually, Dan Murrell from Movie Fights on YouTube. I think he's awesome. It's one of my favourites. He hates Jurassic World.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
See?
and I tweeted him and said, you're one of the people I only know who doesn't like it, but big fan. I know. But a big fan of the show, and he went, thanks.
Oh.
Thanks very much. What do you say? Keep fighting the good fight about Jurassic World.
Oh,
So it's really cool. No, stay strong, brother. That's what he said. I was like, nice. So I love when people because they are just regular people at the end of the day. And
Yeah.
so it was nice.
So are you only a Marvel fan, or do you like DC as well? No,
I
not really.
despise
Into
You've really,
DC.
the past few episodes now.
Did you see this? Like, did you watch Batman v Superman?
No,
No.
I don't much care for DC.
No.
Like, I'm not a big comic book fan.
Yeah.
It was Spider-Man that I grew up
Do you read
on.
a lot of comics, though?
Yeah.
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 Because you were asking Skeen about this last week,
Yeah.
and he only knew a bit, but I was
I
pretty
haven't
confident
read
Zoe
like
knows a lot.
a
about
lot, but I've dabbled
them. You've dabbled. You've dabbled in comics.
in comics.
In
I've got
comics, right.
like actual boxes of comics, and like I
Okay.
read them on Unlimited and stuff. So
DC always just felt a bit bland. I think like Superman,
Yeah.
his whole deal is he can't be killed unless you've
Yeah.
got this one specific thing that can
Yeah.
kill him.
like they have to create something
Yeah.
to make him have a weakness.
So
like,
he's overpowered in my opinion. Batman, I just
Yeah.
thought was a bit.
There's
it's
interesting
just
stories
dark.
though. Like you can do
Yeah.
I
like
love
there's a
Batman.
really good one about Superman where it was like if he landed in the wrong place at the wrong time, like so he ends up in Russian hands, and then they use him as a weapon in a
Oh,
war.
okay. Yeah.
So like or treat him as like an alien and then use him as a metaphor kind of thing, for different quality and all that. Like, there's good things you can do with characters. They just use them the wrong way. Like, he's used totally wrong in Batman v Superman. Like the Batfleck thing, like the sad Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
That was
I think that's
so
been taken
funny.
down. I couldn't find it the other day. I was
Oh,
really gutted, yeah.
Oh man, like that perfectly captures the different personalities of Batman and Superman. Like Henry Cavill's like blah blah blah, I'm so happy, everything's great, and then Ben Affleck's just like, hello darkness, my friend.
It was so
It's a
funny.
great video of that. I was laughing my head off.
I agree.
He's just like, just say that. Just like, yeah, I agree. Batman v Superman's crap. I agree.
I bet you got telling off for that.
You reckon?
Yeah. Somebody wasn't happy with him, just sat there like.
Think how many he does though. He's probably just tired.
I watched the actual interview as well. But,
Yeah.
and, just Henry Cavill took over. And it doesn't look as bad when you watch it regularly, but when you do the whole music and the zoom in, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
I just found it perfect because I knew, I didn't know, I'm not all powerful, can't see into the future. I had a suspicion
You don't say.
that it would be a bad film, and I think DC are trying to play catch up with Marvel film wise, because I think Marvel have got such a well established run of films going on now, and everyone knows what they're building to.
Yeah.
And it seemed to me that Marvel were just like, shit, we better get. DC were like, shit, we better get two of our most popular superheroes in the same film because we're gonna have this and this and all. It just seems a bit rushed. Yeah,
like, we have to do this. I think I'm not saying Zack Snyder wasn't bad because I think he was the wrong choice for it, but I think he had a vision. I read a lot of things that said he hates Superman, which when you think about it, when you watch the film, yes.
Why would you take on a project like
Yeah.
that? Or why would you give him
Man
a
of Steel,
project like
but he's
that?
just like, honestly, he gives Superman absolutely nothing to
So
do in
maybe
this film.
he's
It's
like-
really bad. I feel sorry for Henry
So
Cavill.
what's the point then?
Yeah. If he's like, oh, I hate Superman, so I'm gonna make, if I can make it out that I like Superman.
Yeah, it's very weird.
Yeah,
I'm not saying this is true.
Is that what he said, or is that you speculating?
No, but I'm
as
just
to...
thinking, like, why would you take on a project of a character that you really hate unless you want a challenge,
Yeah.
And that's like a big challenge to turn someone that you hate into something that you like. But it's just crap. Why would he not work with other people? It's like, oh god, Star Wars, the prequels, like,
George
have,
Lucas,
like, like, talk outside of yourself, like, get other people to come in and say, is this
George
a bad
Lucas
idea?
didn't like that.
No, but that's why they were crap.
Yeah, no.
Like, get other people. Like, you can't just go off your own opinion, like, especially on something that big. No.
I just guess they think they want to see what's in their own image, not really caring about what anyone thinks. Everyone's still worried about the new Ghostbusters is coming out and stuff like that. I mean, we've talked all about this before. But it's
Yeah.
I think people who cut trailers,
I think
do
marketing
a
is so
really-
bad sometimes.
They're pushing so much. Like, I feel like they've done too much with Civil War already. Like, when they released
stayed away from a lot of
Spider-Man, I know that. I keep trying to, but it's everywhere. I know. But you knew that Spider-Man was going to be in it, but I didn't want to see him yet. I wanted to have that moment. Like, I wanted to see where he came in.
kind of with it.
I think
Yeah.
I think I had that moment in the trailer. It
Really?
just made me want
Yeah,
more
no,
because
yeah.
they didn't show much of him, and just seeing him swing in, and I was like, "There's gonna be more swinging than I've just seen now."
Yeah.
So I'm super stoked to see
I've
it.
heard
So
that Spider-Man's the best thing about this film.
I've heard
yeah,
so
he
many
is.
good things
Yeah.
about it. So and I can't believe America got it so much before us.
Yeah.
they've already seen it.
Yeah.
Loads of people have, so stay away from...
Yeah, yeah,
I know,
well,
I know you're not that bad anyway, but
watch it, yeah.
I've stayed away from everything now because Screen Junkies, who I follow religiously on YouTube, they've all seen it. I'm like, I can't watch any
Yeah.
reviews,
Yeah.
nothing. I don't... Because even when someone says I'm going to post a spoiler-free review, I don't think it's spoiler-free.
No.
Because they say this bit happens and this bit happens. Not exactly
Yeah.
spoilery, but
Yeah.
it still happens and I haven't experienced that. So say like you go listen to that review, you're still expecting the bit that they talked about.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's any good.
Yeah.
So you think they showed too much?
Yeah, especially with Batman as well, they've shown too much. And then Ghostbusters.
Well, but that's obvious.
Yeah, Ghostbusters, I think it's just been cut together really badly. Like,
Tell you what was a really bad trailer was Warcraft. They
Yeah.
released a second one and they don't know what tone to go for. So they haven't given it sort of epic Lord of the Rings typey music, which is I think what they should do. They did dubstep.
Right.
what?
Yeah, it's like
I haven't seen the second one. Do you
That's
think,
my dubstep
Do you
impression.
think that's because
Good.
of Suicide Squad, though? Because Suicide Squad did the whole Bohemian Rhapsody thing.
Yeah,
They're
that's
like, look how
dubstep.
good this is. But
They tried something that worked. I mean,
yeah, definitely.
I can't wait for the Suicide Squad. That's my most anticipated
Again,
film.
I'm just like,
You just like,
Yeah,
it's good to
no.
be worried though. I mean, because say you go in and then it's awesome.
Yeah, no, I do try and keep low expectations. Like, I'm trying to keep my expectations low for Civil War. Like, I really am, because I don't want to hype it up too much and then be disappointed.
Yes.
So I always try and keep low opinion.
All I've heard that it's good. I'm happy with that.
Yeah, it's good, but it's not great. But if you're paying to go in and see Spider-Man fight and like all the Avengers fight, then you're gonna get what you paid for. It's like Batman. If you want to see Batman punch Superman in the face, you're gonna get what you paid for. It just depends where you go in.
I'm actually trying to think if that actually happened.
Yeah, it does. Or no, Superman goes to punch him and he stops him.
Ah, of course.
And then they're like, oh, crap, that just happened.
Yeah, which was in the trailer. So.
Sorry, spoilers.
Oh, he doesn't care.
Yeah, everything's in the trailer.
Does he do it like that? Nope.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, no.
He does kind of. He just goes like that because
Nope.
he's got that big armor on. Like, yeah.
I admire your brother for giving it another go, and he was really trying to like it. I've been following his tweets and everything, and I went with John the first time when I saw it, and he came out sort of a bit deflated and just like, oh, not really.
I knew it would happen.
Yeah,
I told him.
So happy.
I am happy.
So I really respect him for going again, but he came out and just went, no, it was a mess, and I just said, he just got to get, he's just got to get used to it, mate.
He's got that $17.99 free film deal thing.
Yes,
so you can see it as much as he wants. So.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out if it's justifiable. I don't really see that many films, so
yeah, if you don't, then no.
yeah,
But
I probably don't spend £20 a month.
that's why
anyway.
I just told you guys I saw this last week, and use the card. It's great.
Yeah, but you don't need to see 3 films to get your money back.
Yeah, I'm still not sure I do see 3 films a month yet, which is a shame. I
sorry.
really like the cinema.
Yeah.
It's just no friends.
No friends, once again.
Hello,
You're too busy doing this.
Yeah.
Especially in the cinema, like put the lights down. Hello, Doctor.
I agree.
So good. Can I talk about my favourite news story this week?
Yeah.
Yes.
Have you heard about? I love this so much. Have you heard of this all?
The boat.
The boat. It was a boat. What was it? A naming of a polar research ship from Nurk. The Nurk confirmed that the votes were overwhelmingly in favour, and they did a vote thing last week. I just love the internet so much, and this is the reason why, because the polls were topped, and they were going to call it Boaty McBoatface. It's just wonder. It's just what I think is a great name, but the sad news is they probably won't do it.
Yeah, which is a shame.
I think they have to stick to their guns at this point. It was their fault.
Do you think it'll be more of a? It will be a massive backlash if they don't stick to their guns.
I think they'll go either way, to be honest. There's so many articles now that are just like, oh, this is why I hate the internet. And
this is why I love the internet.
I know.
It's just wonderful.
Why would you do that? There's so many good ones as well. Did you see the rest of them?
I haven't seen the rest of them.
Yeah,
Motorboat.
I've got a list.
What?
Motorboat. With like the 2 dots, like Motorhead.
Right, okay.
Optimus. Was it Optimus?
Optimus. Was it? Yeah.
Boatimus
Prime or something like that.
And Usain Boat.
Usain Boat. It's just great.
If they don't name it what the internet named it, I think that's a huge shame. If you're going to put yourself out there, you should stick with your consequences.
Boaty McBoat.
Yeah.
They knew this was going to happen.
It's so British as well, isn't it, really?
Boaty.
I just love it
It's because
so
of the
much.
muck.
What?
Muck.
Muck.
Yeah, it's like a Scottish thing, isn't it? When you have muck in the name.
Muck.
Like I got a friend who's half Scottish and her surname's like McCubbin.
Oh,
So
Muck.
it's a
Sorry,
muck.
when you said Muck, I was thinking of the Pokemon. Good luck with Muck and his poisonous gas.
The Scottish Pokemon.
Muck, the Scottish Pokemon. One of the number 2 was Poppy Mai, so that was like a regular name. That was the second vote, but that was 34,000 compared to number 1, which was 124,000. Boaty McBoatface. Henry Worsley, no idea why.
Move along.
It's bloody cold here. That was 4.
Yeah.
And then David Attenborough, number 5.
David Attenborough. Yeah, I think they should stick with the top one.
Yeah,
at least it's got some character.
And if they change the name, they lose all the popularity.
Yeah.
Like when they set off, then if they were Boaty McBoatface, they'd get so much press.
People are gonna care.
Yeah. So if they change their name, they're not gonna get as much press anymore.
Not at all.
And I was going, oh, whatever happened to Boaty McBoatface?
So that I don't think it has been announced what they're going to choose. I think they are just debating, shall we? Because it is really silly.
It's unoffensive. It's
True.
not offending anybody.
Yeah. That's true. They could have done a really horrible name at number 1.
Well, did you know about the Mountain Dew thing where they tried to get people to rename their new flavour? And like
think
the
so,
top
go on.
3 were, I can't remember, one of them was Hitler did nothing wrong, and it was just voted Hitler did nothing wrong. Do it, and it made, you know, the top. I think it might have been the first one, but obviously they didn't go with it because you
I'll
can't
have a
sell Mountain Dew Hitler did nothing wrong.
Yeah.
But they should have,
Yeah.
because that's what the people want. You can't ask someone's opinion and then be mad when they give it to you.
I don't think the market would buy into that though.
I don't think they should go
It's-
for the Hitler did nothing wrong. I don't think.
yeah,
I don't think
I
you're right on
don't-
that one.
Oh no.
But if you're
No,
gonna
of
release
course
it,
not.
stick
I'm
to
not
your gut.
yeah.
At least choose the least
Yeah.
offensive thing.
By no means do I think Mountain Dew should come out with a Hitler did nothing wrong flavour.
Anti-Semitic.
What would that even taste like?
Mountain Dew.
Mustard.
Mustard.
'Cause the mustard gas.
Jesus. Okay.
Moving on.
Jeez.
Wow.
Wow. Anyway, that was my favourite news story. Just we need to bring it up for a while. It's just really. I love the internet
I
for
wrote
that
things-
specific reason.
I wrote things down this
You
week.
wrote things down.
Yeah, but I
Please.
can't remember any of them.
Okay.
See, I always have questions for the podcast as I'm watching them, and I never like write them down.
The only thing that makes any sense. Did you see the video of the Tesla car that had the autopilot that
No.
saved the? There was a stupid story. It led on to a bigger question in my head. There was a dashboard footage of a Tesla car that had the autopilot footage, so you can just turn it on and it drives itself.
Yeah.
And there was a lorry coming from the left, and the car saved the driver's life because it sensed the lorry and swerved for the driver, so the driver wasn't,
Yeah, I
controlling the
thought
car.
like automated cars have been crashing all the time. The Google cars and all that.
Apparently not. Apparently that's all user error based on people that are crashing into them, not the cars crashing themselves.
So the
Apparently
cars know.
the cars are perfectly fine
Right.
from everything I've heard. But it's the other people who are non-safe on the road. So what they're suggesting is if every car was self-driving, you'd
It would never be a
reduce the
That
risks
makes
of
sense.
accident.
I was gonna say like if it's the other person's fault, that still doesn't mean that the car's doing its job. Like
Yeah.
if someone's gonna crash into you, there's no specific way of crashing into a car to avoid. Like
So
if
is
you're
it
gonna
they
crash,
did-
you're gonna crash.
So they did a test where, say, a lorry was coming towards them. Sorry, or
No, this wasn't a test. This was a real life.
oh, this actually
Oh.
happened.
Because they've got self-driving Tesla cars. They're not self-driving as in they just send them off, but there's obviously somebody in there.
Have a nice
But
day.
there's a mode that you flip it on and it will drive you to your destination. And basically they've
So
got
the
cameras.
person was in the car.
The person was in the car,
Oh.
but self-driving mode was on. And then a lorry just swerved because he was going to go down a
Yep.
side street, swerved, and the car corrected itself, slowed down in time, swerved, and got back on track to where he was going. So it pretty much saved the situation.
Yeah.
But what was I going to say? Because it led to me, there was a bunch of comments underneath in the YouTube video saying like, oh, this is a bunch of shit, blah, blah, blah. What if you'd have been on the side of a cliff and you'd swerved, the car would have killed you by falling off the cliff? And then it led me to think that people are too quick to judge new technologies.
Yeah,
Because
well,
obviously this is in its infancy. It's not like Tesla are saying, we've got self-driving cars.
Yeah.
Drop the mic.
Yeah.
Get up.
But like you said, if they were all self-driving cars, then that wouldn't happen.
Yeah, well, that's why everything I've heard says that any self-driving cars that have been in an accident is user error from another car, like crashing into it. And I just find it
I think
fascinating.
you're
Would you
right that
trust
people,
it?
Yeah, people are always quick to judge and
Yeah.
put something down when something's new. That's been going on for the internet for so long now.
Yeah.
People that love to find fault. It's really sad. when
It
you
is
think of
sad, isn't it?
Yeah, why
Because
can't-
it's clearly a new technology, and they're not saying that they've mastered everything, but it's a great step in the right direction.
Absolutely. Give it, 5-10 years?
Yeah. Would you try it now? Would you let a car drive you somewhere?
So, with just regular people driving?
What? Yeah, on the road. Well, say the roads are as they are
Well, I
now.
don't drive,
Would you
so
get
yes.
in a car?
No,
Just put
Is there a
get
mode
Becky
though?
to
Do
do a
you like
robot voice.
switch it on? Like, can
Yeah,
you
yeah.
drive it and then switch it on?
You can override it, I think. So
But
if
then
you,
that's still
as soon as
gonna-
you,
Like, people are still going to have the user error then, where they drive into you if you can still control the car.
no, I mean they've got Google, like the Google cars. I think don't have anyone in the driver's seat, so they've got a passenger there, but the car drives itself. But I think with the Tesla models, if you've got autopilot on
Yeah.
and you touch the wheel, then you can retake control. It won't lock you out of doing something.
But if I override it, is it still going to have the correction thing? Like, where it swerves?
Probably not. Probably
Then
not.
there's still a risk of me going over the cliff.
yeah.
But that'd be you controlling it.
Yeah, but what
Yeah,
I'm
but
saying
if you're
is I
not,
could still...
it won't go over the cliff.
But then what's the point in it? If I'm still going to drive, I could still hit someone and knock them
Could-
off the cliff.
Yeah, because you wouldn't have to drive though. If you turned it on, you can just leave it.
Yeah, but if someone else was going to turn it off because they wanted to override it, they could still kill me. Do you see what I'm saying? They're still like a normal car.
I'm lost.
If they override, so that if they override the car, that's just like a normal car.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, but if you don't override it,
Yeah.
it will do it all itself safely.
But I don't want to trust that someone else isn't going to override it.
Yeah.
How could I don't understand.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Override the car that
think
you're
so.
driving.
Yeah, so if we
But if
all
you're
have
driving-
autopilot on, we're all safe. But if one person turns autopilot off,
Yeah.
that's the variable that can put other people in danger. Like that's the error.
But that's just like cars now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's okay.
That's
So
what
I
I'm
don't
saying.
understand the point.
Yeah, so
Because
I
if-
wouldn't want to drive it. Like, I don't see the point then. If one person overrides it, they can still kill you.
I'm so lost. Yeah, but
Am I not making sense?
No, you are.
but wouldn't you
I
want
get what you
wouldn't you
mean.
want the option? I'm not. Well, if you don't want the option, that's fine. I'm not
No, I wouldn't
trying to
want
say
other
you're
people.
wrong.
Yeah.
Like if we're
Wait,
gonna
trash
have
that car.
if we're gonna have autopilot cars and everything is safe, just keep them autopilot, but don't have the override.
Oh, yeah.
Because then that's having the danger element come back into it.
Yeah, at one stage, I think they probably. Well, I don't think they'll ever get there because people like to drive. I like to drive. I like
Yeah.
doing the
yeah.
gears.
So yeah,
you know?
I wouldn't get in an auto one with a road full of people who are manually driving because
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
what I don't trust other
That's
people.
what I mean.
But you do that now
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
with
What
a
is
car
the point
that
in the
doesn't
car?
have autopilot.
But that's like
It's
why?
different
What's
though.
the point?
It's different though because it is an interesting.
Because
yeah.
these cars will sense things that you can't as a driver because you
Yeah.
haven't got eyes like on the rear left wheel.
Yeah.
Whereas this thing, if something gets too close to it, or they got the auto braking system, so if they sense something slowing down too quick in front, it will slam the brakes on for you, which
Yeah.
is a safety feature.
Yeah, but I see that once something once this auto. So say like a passenger was in the back and you were getting auto drive, and there was just somebody driving a car regularly.
Yeah.
That is different.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it's just like a mix of cars being auto and regular people. I don't think works. It has to be either one or the other.
Yeah.
I
No,
don't
but what
know.
I'm saying is, if everyone had the auto cars, you could still switch it off, and then it would be just like a regular car. So then
that's
that's
true.
still having the danger in it.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah,
though?
but that danger's present now.
Yeah. So what's the point in the cars, the new cars?
Because-
If one person if you can switch it back to manual, then you might as well just
So you
carry
would
on
say
driving
it would
normal
have to be
cars.
auto without an override.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
no,
then
that
you
would
still
be
got
so
the
dangerous.
but then yeah,
Yeah,
that's
but you.
no, because you're saying that like when they did the test thing, the error, the people would die would come from the people who were driving like
Yeah.
manually. So if people could turn on their manual again, they could still crash again.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then there's no point, is there? Because there's still going to be crashes. Either there's no crashes or there's some crashes. You know,
I get it.
like they're
I
putting the
think
variable back into
Yeah,
the.
but I think that
mix.
variable will always have to be there. You could never produce a car that had no user input whatsoever.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you have to switch it on.
No, they just drive around the block, and you just got to jump in when your timing's right, and then scream a direction.
Didn't you do that once?
No. Do I look the type that would jump into a moving
No, I swear
car?
we were in the back of a van before, and you and somebody else jumped in the back when the van was going. I could be thinking of someone
Don't
else.
I
jump
am
into
pretty
the back of
dangerous.
vans.
No, I was in the van.
I am pretty dangerous.
Yeah, don't jump into
Oh,
the
would
back
you-
of a
Yeah, I
van
know,
with
that's
him.
even worse. I shouldn't. You're right.
When you fell in the van.
That's a
Do you remember
deterrent.
that
I
one?
remember when I fell in the van. That
The
hurt.
van just took a corner once all these went. "Ah!"
Nobody moved except for
don't
me.
know.
I don't know.
And I
Everyone
went
was just sitting.
flying.
And
Broke
then we
my
were just
watch.
sitting. We were just sitting at dinner, and Ollie just went. Fell in the van.
It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
Oh, it was so funny. Still laugh to this day about it.
Stupid. Well, anyway, self-driving cars, eh?
No,
Yeah.
yeah. No, it's interesting.
It's like iRobot, isn't that? what
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
called?
he's got a self-driving car, but then manual
And then he put
override.
manual on and crashed into a bunch of people.
He did.
So it was his fault.
Well, it was the robot's
Yeah.
fault, really. They kind of just like jumped on his car.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the robot.
Would you have like a house robot? Do you reckon those
No.
things would no? Okay.
No AI. I don't trust him.
No?
No. Did you see? Oh, I think you
We've
actually
talked
spoke
about-
about this.
yeah, we've talked about that AI
I
that was on
actually
Twitter.
checked that out after.
Oh, well,
And
yeah.
it like broke it.
Microsoft.
Yeah.
And it became a racist homophobe.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
That loved
broken now.
porn,
It
yeah.
got into like retweeting itself. So weird. I don't trust that. Like, no.
I think it's amazing, though. It's so good that the internet broke it in a day
Yeah.
Yeah.
just because people are horrible on the internet.
It's weird, isn't it?
It's great,
It's
though.
horrible
It's-
on purpose, though. If it was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a genuinely like you're trying to learn
yeah.
without people interfering, then it probably would
It's a good
work.
segue to my next point.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. talking about people being horrible on the internet.
Oh.
It's been quite a sad year so far with a lot of celebrities dying. Prince
Yeah.
died yesterday, I believe it was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Never been the biggest fan, but I didn't realise how big he was in America. So, very sad. Victoria Wood, British comedian, loved her stuff, and she died this year.
What?
Like British comedian.
What?
She was
Does
great.
they exist?
Yeah. And
the
a
only
lot
funny
of other
person, but-
actors and musicians, everything gone.
China.
Have died this year. Sorry.
China, the wrestler.
Yeah.
The female wrestler died.
Yeah, that was yesterday as well, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, so very sad is my point. And the point I was making is people are so quick to post on Facebook or Twitter or anything like this and just like rest in peace. Yes, of course,
Yeah.
that's lovely. But what I don't like, and I saw a lot of this yesterday on Twitter, and I was on Facebook for a bit. I wish I didn't because this really fueled my anger and justified why I sort of quit Facebook, and that's why it's on my phone, which I still recommend you should do because it's awesome. People just saying, "Oh, this is really sad. Oh God, why are the Kardashians still alive?" And that's horrible. I mean,
Yeah.
okay, you might not like the Kardashians, right? But my I'm sure you guys don't, but you wouldn't wish that on
No.
those guys because yes, okay, maybe they're useless, but that's horrible. If you really want to wish, death on someone in 2016 to take someone away, how about like pedophiles and murderers and all that shit like that, or the guy with his dick out? No.
He wasn't bad though. He was
Okay.
just drunk.
No, I mean-
Pretty good looking dick.
okay,
I
I
did
won't go
get a
there.
good look at it.
You did.
It was
Fair
just sad.
The sad dick.
Sad, a mopey dick.
Mopey dick. Oh, I love
Sorry,
it.
carry
I can't
No,
on.
take
it's fine.
credit for that.
I just
That's a Curb Your Enthusiasm joke. I can't take
That's good. I like
credit
it.
for that.
Oh, I like how you admitted it. We would
Yeah,
never.
no,
figure that
I
out.
I couldn't steal. I'm no. Fuck, what's her name? What's the female comedian?
Because there's only one.
No, she's blonde. She's in films in America. She's
Amy
American.
Poehler?
No,
Oh, Amy Schumer.
Amy Schumer.
Oh.
She's a dirty joke thief, so I've heard.
Yeah.
So I'm no Amy Schumer.
Okay.
Go on, yeah. The Kardashians. I think it's
Yeah.
stupid.
I
Was
don't
it
like
like,
when people post that.
why did God take Prince and not Kim Kardashian?
Yeah.
Because God doesn't have a hand in
It
anything
wasn't
like
God.
that.
It was just like
Jesus
well,
Christ.
why are the Kardashians still alive when this person died? It's just like it's not.
'Cause the world
this-
doesn't
it's-
work that
yeah,
way.
it's
They
just
did
not
this
the
with
same.
Bieber as well, though, didn't they? Someone died last year, and they were like, "Oh, why has this person been taken?"
I just
But
don't
Justin Bieber's still
Yeah,
alive.
it really irritates me.
Yeah.
Do you know? I just think it's horrible.
It's
It's just-
stupid, yeah.
I think people do type before they think, and maybe they removed things. I don't know. I'm just like, you can show that you're sad for somebody passing away. I understand that. Ronnie Corbett died. I was like, this sucks, but that's all I said. You know what I mean? I just don't like it when people are like, oh, take the Kardashians away from us. That's horrible. You're just wishing death on people you don't even know to start with, just because they're in the public limelight for basically doing nothing. But that shouldn't be their concern. That shouldn't be any of their business.
We were talking about this in work today, actually, and we were saying that like people just like to jump on because it's like a competition now, so you can
Yeah.
recognize who's died the fastest. Like, like the news breaks and they're like, "I've got you the fastest," and wrote R.I.P. on the internet, and like it doesn't.
First.
Yeah.
I used to love
Oh,
that.
yeah.
First comment, like it's like that, like first obituary, like.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with you. I mean, it is. I'm not taking the fact away. This specifically, if I like the celebrity, that it is sad. I'm a bit gutted, but yeah, people just jumping on it and just like,
Yeah.
I care, R.I.P. and just
Tons of photos on Instagram today of people with Prince tattoos, like freshly done today.
Yeah.
And it seems like these people wait for their favourite
Yeah.
band or
If you
singer
like-
to
if you
die,
like them
and
so
then
much,
they're
you
like,
would
quick,
have that tattoo
quick,
already, right?
tattoo me, he's dead.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
But sometimes they do like flash sales with tattoo studios where they like bring up like a little piece of paper where it's like, oh, we're going to do this in memorial of, and then they have like quick designs of tattoos and they do them on sale.
Right.
But then
Oh, that
that's
would
the
make sense
that's the
then.
tattoo studio making a profit out of someone who's
Someone
died.
dying.
So it's a bit, I don't know.
It's just interesting. Like you said, it's just jumping on the bandwagon. Like you said, it's just have a bit of respect.
For who? The Kardashians or Prince?
Both.
Both.
I mean, what do you mean now? I mean, you don't post anything
You
like
don't
that
want to
anyway.
see
You
I don't
death
post
threats,
anything,
really,
man. The
though,
internet,
do you?
I don't
Like, you
know.
don't want people to wish you to die.
no,
So
it's just
it's
horrible. I
not
just
nice.
people should just take it back a bit and just say this sucks. Rest
Yeah.
in peace, and just let people who are actually related to.
It kind of bothers me. People even do that, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like big public outpourings of grief over somebody that nobody really knew.
Yeah.
Like, Prince was a great musician, no doubt. He affected many people's lives,
Mhm.
but that's all. Again, you see when David Bowie died I'm only on Instagram. I don't
Yeah.
do social media.
Okay,
I
yeah.
don't really like it for
Mhm.
this particular reason. All you hear is heartbroken David Bowie. I'm like, why?
Mm.
Yeah.
It's
I said this before, and I got some really bad hate. Like, you don't know these people. Like, they're not gonna, like, no one from around the world is gonna, like, be like, R.I.P. random person around the world when you die.
yeah.
Like, it just seems
Yeah.
weird to me. Like, there's loads of people dying around the world now. Like,
Yep.
every second you'd have to post a status going, R.I.P. person
Yep.
number 6 billion and blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah. Like,
But
it
yeah,
doesn't-
exactly. That's what annoys me.
I'm
I'm
gonna
all
die,
for
I don't
feeling sad
care.
about stuff.
Mhm.
Like I'm all for it.
yeah.
I love it. Feel sad for whoever you want, but it's the public. It's like you said, being first to the. I was here first to talk about this. I'm just like, just be quiet.
And there was a
Nobody
thing I
needs
saw
to know.
online earlier with the Sun and how the terrible newspaper anyway, but it was about Victoria Wood and like the amount of times they had the word secret on this. It was her secret battle with cancer. Did you see about
I
this?
saw this.
And then it was all highlighted, and someone just went, "For fuck's sake, it was private. It
Yeah.
wasn't secret. It's
Yeah.
just her life." And
It's
yeah,
the same with Bowie, though, wasn't it? He kept
Yeah.
it private.
Of course, Alan Rickman
Yeah.
kept it private because that's their life.
Yeah.
So it just really irritates me when they did stuff like that, but also the stuff you guys mentioned as
Yeah.
well. But yeah, I just thought it should be brought up because obviously a lot of people have died this year. But
Isn't there always threes though?
yeah,
It always seems to be
yeah.
three. So
It's
yeah.
been far more than three, but it's just what
But I mean, they come in clusters of three. Like
Yeah,
when
yeah.
David Bowie died, who else died along with
Alan
him?
Rickman.
Alan Rickman, and there was just one other. It seems to be like they come in threes,
yeah,
like a
Lemmy died as well. As well.
I mean, yeah,
like a mystical thing.
oh god,
That is a superstition, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Bad things happen in threes. It happened to me once, actually. I broke my nose, my phone, and my CD player in one day.
all broken. Yikes!
That
How?
was a bad day. Well,
In the same accident? Or...
no, my CD player just broke anyway. This was back in like the noughties, you know.
Yeah.
CD
2000.
player, obviously.
CD player,
Yeah.
portable CD player,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then I was out playing football.
Did it fit in your pocket?
No.
No.
It was like this. It carries a CD, of course it doesn't fit in my pocket.
Get
They
bigger
have big pockets.
yeah, get bigger trousers.
And then I was out playing football and I got shouldered in the face. It hit me in the bridge of my nose. I had my phone in my back pocket, fell backwards, crushed my phone.
Damn.
Yeah, I ended up in
Was it a
hospital
Nokia
the next day.
3310?
Oh, no, I think it's like an LG or something. It was
So you
beautiful.
broke a Nokia?
I bought that. It was like 2 months after I bought it as well.
Oh,
My
man.
own money.
Mm.
So yeah.
And was
there
the
you
other,
go,
and the CD
superstition.
player? Oh,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
That
all in one
sucks.
day. I was just in tears. At the
Which
end
were
of
you
the day.
more annoyed about, the nose or the phone?
The nose.
Really?
Can't you see it? Oh my gosh.
I dropped my phone in the car park of a Sainsbury's the other day, and the woman behind me was like, I picked it up. I was like, it's fine.
Just a collective moment of.
Yeah, but
Is it okay?
It's a phone. Like if you dropped a kid, I doubt people would pay that much attention. But
Let's say about the time where I dropped something in the hotel room that was controlled by a tablet. I told you about this.
No.
I was in this hotel where the room was controlled by a tablet, and
I've heard this.
yeah, it was really cool. Like you can control
Yeah.
the lighting and all that. It was all mood lighting. You
cool.
could turn the TV on. It was really cool. The
Yeah.
blinds, loved it. And the last day we were there, it was actually on mine and Beck's mini moon, and I just picked the tablet. I went, and it just fell out of my hands. Went face down. I went, oh no. And you know, there's that moment, isn't there? Where you just think,
Yeah.
here we go. Might be alright. This might be alright. Oh, this wasn't alright. It was shattered the fuck. It was
no.
so bad. And Beck's face was a picture. She hated me for a while. It was quite funny. Marriage got off to a great start. And obviously you just couldn't control the room anymore and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So I had to go downstairs and say, this happened. They were actually very understanding about
Did you
it.
have to pay for it?
No.
Oh, that's good.
Well, my mum and dad paid for the room, so maybe it got charged for their room.
Oh.
Who knows? And I was like, really sorry. Has this ever happened before? He went, this is the first time. I went, you are kidding me. Felt, make me feel even worse, don't you? And he just gave me this shitty remote, and then
Oh, they probably just
I had
lied
to turn
to
lights
you.
on regularly. And
Like
can't-
a
I
regular
think we were
old
stuck with like a
person.
purple light, and I really didn't like it. Do you know what I mean?
You can't be trusted.
No, clearly. I haven't dropped anything much recently. Saying that, I've been really clumsy recently. I washed a fiver in my trousers the other day. I don't do
I've
that.
done that before.
Yeah, but I don't normally do it. It's dry, by the way.
Is that clumsiness or
Yeah,
just a
because
forgetfulness.
I
mishap?
it's
Yeah.
forgetfulness. I don't forget one. obviously I do forget things, but I am quite controlling like that, and I normally never put money in my back pocket. It's always in my wallet, always. But I didn't have my wallet on me for unknown reasons, and so yeah, watched a fiver and just
Still works, so hey.
At least it's only a
I hope so.
fiver.
Yeah, spend it as
Could be
quick as you
weird.
can, so no
gold
one
to me,
knows.
so
Tell me about it.
yeah. No, so yeah, I'm rubbish at breaking things too. We all break things. I wanted to ask you, you've listened to obviously the past few episodes, and we talk about the universe and how it all seems to work out.
Oh, yeah.
Have you had those situations, like when Ollie was talking to his friend about Taz, and then she rang him and
Mental.
I get that quite a lot with like thinking of someone. Like I was gonna call my mum the other day on Saturday or Sunday or something, and then she was like, "Oh, I was thinking about you actually." Like as I called her, and she was like, "Oh, that's weird." But my mum is really into superstition as well. I do the whole magpie thing as well. You know, we used to like the one.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like, hello, Mr.
do
Magpie.
you actually do you?
Yeah.
I used to do that.
And I counted them, and then I realised that when it got to boy and girl, I was like, oh, this makes no sense.
Was it?
But actually, my friend,
What?
right, her mum was having a baby, and she counted 3 magpies, and she had a girl when she had the
3
baby.
for a girl, 4 for a boy.
Interesting. What, when she was in labour?
When she was on the way, she saw 3 magpies.
Do you guys know the whole thing? Because for ages I stopped at 7.
There's more, isn't there?
It
It's
goes
like-
to 10.
Yeah.
I didn't know this.
8 for...
A kiss,
9 for
Oh,
a
right.
wish.
Oh, you do
10
know
for
it.
10 is something you should never miss. That's what. I
was
always
gonna
used to
make
go
up
to 7.
hilarious
You were going
ones,
to.
then.
What, isn't there like a secret one as well?
7 for a secret never to be told.
Yeah. I can't remember what.
Was it 1 for silver?
1 for sorrow, 2 for joy, 3
3
for a girl.
4 for a boy, 5 for silver, 6 for gold. Yeah.
7 for a secret never to be told.
And I always used to end
8
it like
for a
that.
kiss,
8 for a
9
kiss,
for a
9 for a
wish.
wish, 10 is something you shouldn't miss. I just thought that was.
Interesting.
Yeah. But you don't believe in that now. But you also. You
I
still
do the
salute-
magpies, yeah.
Really?
It's
I
just-
used
and,
to, but then I just thought, oh, fuck it, it's not real.
It's just ingrained in me from my mother because she's so superstitious. Like, if you say white rabbit 3 times at the beginning of the month, it brings you money. So I still do that. Never got any money.
Well, this is the thing, see. I used to be quite superstitious. I used to know a girl. She used to live down the road
No.
from me. Yeah, I know. Right? A girl. Sound like Dale now. Got a girlfriend. I used to know a girl who lived down the road from me. Whenever she saw an ambulance, she'd turn around 3 times and lay on the ground.
That's
We were
weird.
young. So she was like, "Yeah, you got to do it, otherwise
You
you
sure
die."
this wasn't the woman in the car park?
Yeah.
It's Sainsbury's who dropped your phone. You got it that phone.
So, but we grew up together, and we used to, like you say, salute to magpies
Yeah.
and stuff. And then it was only recently that I've stopped. Recently, I'd say 2 years ago, that I've stopped saluting to magpies
Yeah, I probably
because
should.
superstition. I think, again, like we've talked about in the universal way everything works. I think you draw things to you.
Yeah.
So if you're saying white rabbit 3 times at the beginning of every month in the hope that you're going to get some more money, you'll never get money
Yeah,
because
this
you're
is
hoping for the
yeah,
money.
isn't it?
True,
Because you're
actually.
hoping for it. You're hoping
That's
for it and
true,
hoping for
actually,
it.
because I thought I lost a £5 or £10 note one day, and I was like, oh, it's like so disappointed. Like I wasn't looking for it then, and I was like, oh, it's gone, whatever. And then I found it like
Yeah.
scrumpled up into a tiny ball at the
No, I
bottom
said
of
last
my
week, didn't I,
bag.
with my sock?
Yep.
Just didn't work for some
Exactly.
weird
That
When
was
you
weird though. Why did you have him work?
I have no idea.
It's when you stop caring.
Yeah.
I've got an odd. Again, it's an odd story. Nothing like concrete. Like shit, the universe is sending me free things. But this week, my TV's on its last legs. Like it doesn't turn on. It turns on maybe like not 9 times out of 10. It won't turn on anymore.
Oh, wow,
So,
really?
yeah. So it's pretty screwed.
It's going.
So I was looking at new TVs on Amazon, and I was like, I don't really have the money for it yet. And then I just put it aside, and I was like, I don't really need one, so forget about it. And the next day, my mum called. We're gonna get a new TV. Do you want our old one?
No.
And I was like, yep. So it's just kind of like
Nice
it's
TV.
just strange, isn't
Maybe
it? It's
you're
just
just
strange.
really lucky.
But I think you make your own luck. I
That's
think you
nice.
make your own luck by not having the need for certain outcomes.
Do you have that new TV now?
No, they haven't got it yet.
Oh,
but
cool.
there's one on the way. Like, but it's just
That's
I think if
amazing.
you just chill out and want things but don't need
Yeah.
them, and then things will
I
show
still
up.
think some people have.
Again, it's not an exact science.
No,
you
no,
know,
of
I'm not
course.
saying like
Do you have at least one suspicion that you do? Because I always touch wood when, you know.
Not anymore.
I still do.
And don't put new shoes on a table.
Yeah, my mum won't let me
What?
put new shoes on
Yeah.
the
I
table.
never heard of that one.
My mum does that.
Really?
Did you never?
You can't
No.
put new shoes on a
You
table.
know Blood Brothers?
Yeah, it's a great film.
The shoes are on
Film,
the
sorry,
table
great
and the
show- great,
spider's been
stage show.
killed.
No.
Someone broke the looking glass. No, you know that. Yeah, it's a
No.
superstition. If you get new shoes, you should never put them on the table.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Not,
There's loads,
not something
though.
that I was,
No, I
not
know.
something I was taught, but Like when I say it, hopefully it should be good. Touch wood. I still do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the thing that maybe I will get away with it, but it feels like if I don't, I have to.
See, yeah, that's odd. Because what's going to happen if you don't?
Yeah.
What are the consequences?
Well, I did see one magpie today, and I had a pretty crappy day. So.
Did you give him a salute?
Yeah, I did.
All right.
I know. So.
So what if you
it's
didn't
a bunch
salute
of
him?
crap.
Would have had the same day?
See, it's
Yeah,
alternate
maybe.
universe now. It's
Ooh.
parallel.
Because
God.
by saluting,
Flash
it's
territory.
by saluting, I think it kind of sends out a signal to the universe that you're a little bit worried about something. So the universe is going to be like, well, let's give her what she's paying attention to, which is a little bit of worry. So you might have certain
Oh, I
things
see.
not go
But
right
it's-
in the day.
I don't do it because I'm like, oh, I'm worrying today. I'm gonna do it. I just go. Why
Maybe,
not?
no, it is really interesting to think.
I've stopped saying bless you now when people sneeze because I don't
You
think it's
rude
Do you know why
bastard.
they say that though? Because apparently sneezing is the devil coming out of your nose,
I always
and you're not meant to say.
devil.
Yeah, and you're not meant to say thank you about it either. Like, so when
really?
someone says bless you, you're not meant to thank them.
I always thought that it was your soul trying to escape.
Oh no.
You
I'm
bless,
sure
so
it's-
you bless you,
Well,
stuff
you-
it back in there.
But if it was the devil, you'd be like, bless you. Don't bring the devil
Yeah.
out.
I'd be like, sneeze harder, he's almost gone. But I don't know, I've stopped saying bless you now because I just don't. I don't think there's anyone.
It's awkward as well. It's like someone's like bless you. I'm like,
And then you whisper
I'm not
in their
religious
ear.
anyway. So I'm like,
Bless you. Yeah, exactly. I'm not
think it-
religious.
I
I don't think
I just
it's
think it's
polite, but I think it's founded in something that I have no. I don't think is real. I don't think religion is. I know religion is real. I don't think the reasoning behind religion is real. I don't think there is a God that cares either way what you do.
Yep, I agree. I don't say amen if I'm like, if
Unless
someone's
I'm,
praying or
like-
whatever. I'm like,
Unless somebody says something in the room and I
do get
particularly
quite
agree.
uncomfortable when it comes to religious weddings or whatever. And Zoe and I recently went to one as well, and that was just really awkward, wasn't it? And it's
oh, the
Was it Catholic?
the string
hands,
and the
the hands
oh.
together and stuff like. Sorry,
Was it Catholic wedding?
No,
or-
I think it's just
just a regular church.
Christian, just Christian. Yeah,
It was just
yeah.
it's just really awkward when you don't believe in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we were just laughing. We were like, no. Or she was like trying to like,
She
you
did
can't
some-
move this because like, you can't move these fingers or something
Yeah,
because
because-
these two are joined.
And then I just looked at her and went, "No, that's
No,
science."
the science. Yeah, we were like, no, this is a lie. Like, you clearly don't. Well,
God did that. Stupid.
So yeah, that was
yeah.
interesting. But people are allowed to believe what they believe in.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
I'm
Oh,
agnostic. like, if seeing is
yeah.
believing for me. So if something happens and I'm like, oh Christ, that's Jesus.
Have you seen a ghost? We've covered that
No.
before. No, you've never seen it.
No, I don't know. My parents always say that. Well, my mum says because she's a bit like into supernatural stuff. Like, if you're ready to see them, you'll see them. And I don't think I'm always like leave the light on at night because I don't want to see anything. So I'm not ready yet.
Not ready to see a
So if
ghost.
it happens, I'll be like, woo, I'm converted wherever.
Amen. Hands up in the air.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
No, I'd never begrudge anyone their beliefs as long as they don't try and impose them on other
Yeah.
people who don't want to know.
Fair enough.
I'm all for everyone
Yeah.
to do exactly what they want to do in life as long as you're not hurting anyone else.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. on
Yeah,
that. Well, they
don't
can
use
have-
it as a
don't-
reason to
don't
hurt
push,
someone else.
Don't push the beliefs on me. Yeah, of
Yeah,
course. Absolutely.
I think people just interpret it differently. And...
Yeah.
Yep.
Anywho, I
Um,
actually have a game.
Yes, I'm
Go
looking
for it.
forward to this again.
Yeah, but you can both see. I've got my little
Oh, are we not allowed to
field
see?
notes. You're not allowed to see. Basically, it's about films,
Yes.
and you have to guess what the film is based on the translated title of the
Okay.
film from somewhere else.
Okay.
So I'll give you an example, like a really easy one. Let me find out.
Oh, go on. Just go ahead.
Translated from a different language.
Yeah. So this is an example one. This is a translated one from a different language. He's a ghost. What's the film?
Ghost?
Ghost.
No,
Casper?
no.
This is gonna be tough.
It's like
Ghostbusters?
it's like the spoiler.
He's a ghost.
Oh, Sixth Sense.
Yeah.
That's translated.
Yeah.
What?
That's the title in a different language.
Yeah.
So
I
if
get what
if
you
it's
mean.
like translated and then
'Cause, like,
translated back.
Yeah.
In like China, they'd have the literal translation.
Yeah.
That's
of
quite funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
He's
get
He's
what
a
you
ghost.
mean.
So that's an example one. So I've got a
Okay.
few.
Here we
Okay.
go.
So this is the next one.
Okay.
Action skyscraper.
Die Hard?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes!
Electronic killer. This is from Portugal.
Terminator.
Yes.
Nice.
We're not keeping count.
Oh, we're
but
not. Wait, damn.
If you do like a little point
Ding.
thing.
So hang on, it's one apiece.
Okay, this one. Fuck the news. And this is from Portugal as well.
Fuck the news.
The news.
Yes. The news.
Oh, what was that one with lots of swearing?
Anchorman?
No,
No.
but
Yes.
is that right?
It is.
Anchorman
right.
2.
Ooh,
Yeah.
do I get that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
sure
give it
thing.
to you because you said Anchorman.
2-1. Boom.
Sure thing.
Yeah.
Hey,
Okay, Night of the
Hey.
Night.
Black Knight with Martin Lawrence.
No.
Night of the Night.
Yeah.
Twilight.
Nope. Night spelt with a K, the first one. So Night. of
Oh,
the-
Oh,
Dark
Batman.
Knight.
Yes,
Yeah, Batman.
Dark Knight. Well, you can have a point each.
Fucking
for that.
2. No, 2 all.
No,
Okay,
you
well.
can have it. Fair play, you got that one.
Okay,
so.
this is
It's like I'm
This
not
is
Two all.
one of my
competitive, but-
favourites. The people who traverse dimensions whilst wearing sunglasses.
Matrix.
Damn it! What was that
Obviously.
translated
That was
from?
from France.
Oh man, I'm thinking too much. It's 3-2.
This one's really weird.
3-2.
Yeah, you gotta have a simple brain.
Do you have a simple brain? Oh,
Yeah.
Uh,
yeah. Go on
at
then.
least you admit to it.
Well,
Yeah.
you know.
6 Naked Pigs. This one's quite hard.
6 Naked Pigs.
I've not actually seen this film.
Okay. Is it a popular film?
In Britain. Sorry.
It's not like that one where they
Snatch.
strip.
Oh, the Full Monty.
Yeah.
Yes.
There you go. I got that because I knew the film.
like
You just
half
got the
a
title.
Point, half a point each.
Yeah.
No,
so
I'll
let's see
take-
what's that.
I'll take 2/3.
That's 3.5 against 2.5.
Okay. I don't know if you'll know this one. If you leave me, I delete you. It's quite hard.
If you leave me, I delete you.
Oh, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless
Yes.
Mind.
Wow.
Are you looking at the?
No, absolutely not. I'm just got
I-
a simple mind.
I just
Okay.
gotta say, I adore that film. So it's 4.5 against 2.5.
I watched
Damn
that
it.
after a bad breakup, and
Ooh.
it fucked me
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Like, can I do
was
this, please?
devastated.
Okay, next one.
Great film.
I will marry a prostitute to save money.
Pretty Woman.
Yes.
Mm.
Sorry.
4.5 against 3.5.
It's fine.
I'm clawing
Okay.
back.
Vaseline.
What?
That's just it. Vaseline.
As in the cream?
Yeah.
Vaseline.
Vaseline.
Yeah. Think about what it is.
A lubricant.
Kind of.
Petroleum jelly.
Yeah, that's like the literal
You
explanation.
just said what it is. Like you
Yeah,
said.
but like texture and stuff.
Goo.
No.
Flubber.
No. No.
Vaseline flubber. Ooh.
The texture of Vaseline.
Slimy.
No.
Oh, this one's tough.
Begins with a G.
Goo. I already said
No.
it. 1.
Nope. Do you give up?
Yes,
no,
I.
no,
Oh.
no, you
No?
can't give up.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
There's quite a few more
Well,
though.
fair play.
Oh, go on then.
Grease.
Oh,
Please,
Jesus Christ.
Vaseline. Yeah. So is it still 4.5 against
I
3.5?
will
I'm
count
keeping score. I'm
after,
keeping
yeah.
score.
It's raining falafel. This is from Israel.
Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs?
Yes. You are really good at this.
I swear I'm not looking either.
The boy who drowned in chocolate sauce.
Oh, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Willy Wonka and
Willy
the Chocolate
Wonka,
Factory.
yeah.
You get all the easy ones, man.
Son of the Devil.
Omen.
This is hard.
No, not Omen.
Nope.
No.
Damien?
Little
Nope.
Is
Nicky.
the son of the devil.
Nope. That's a literal thing.
Yeah. What?
This one's really funny though.
Son of the devil.
Dennis the Mouse.
Nope.
No.
It's not. I don't think you'll get this.
No, I think so.
It's a curveball.
Oh. Son of the
Got nothing.
devil.
It's just really
You love this because you
funny.
know them all?
Yeah, I do.
Satan. No.
Nope.
Nah, go on.
Nope. Junior. When Arnold Schwarzenegger gets pregnant.
Yeah, Son of the Devil.
Devil. Is that like a homophobic title?
Probably.
Yeah.
Gays can't have kids. It's the devil's work.
That's a pretty. I think. Yeah. Well. Yeah. One night, Big Belly.
Knocked
Looking at
Up.
you. Yes.
You're looking at me.
I
Why?
thought you said you liked Knocked Up
How offensive.
in one of
No,
the other.
you did.
Yeah,
You
you
said
did.
about
You said it's
Knocked
one of your
No, I know.
favorites.
I was being full offended. This time. Big belly.
Oh,
You dick.
no, because you said you liked
Now I
it.
know it
Jess
feels.
called me fat
Yeah,
on the one
see,
she
I
was
keep-
on as well.
I keep doing
Did
this.
she?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she did, didn't she? Zoe called me fat before we started.
Oh, I didn't mean to.
So I would have lost weight. So she went,
Wait.
have you?
I didn't.
Really?
I didn't think that you needed to lose weight.
Oh.
See?
Cool.
Backtracking.
Yeah, backtracking. Digging yourself out the hole.
No, I'm patting
Run.
that ground down with a shovel. This hitman is not as cold as he thought.
Hitman is not as cold. Oh,
Leon.
Yes.
No. Oh, really?
Yeah, Leon the Professional.
Where's that from then? Like, what's the cold thing?
I've run out of the places now. Some of them didn't have them. Mom, I missed the plane.
I want to say Final Destination. No? Alright then.
No.
Mum, I missed the plane.
Yeah.
The terminal.
No.
Oh.
It's the premise of the whole film. I'm surprised you haven't got it yet.
Yeah.
Con Air? I don't know.
Airplane.
That takes place on the plane.
Yeah, but maybe they from the perspective of the one criminal that missed the plane.
I fucked up, guys.
Damn it.
I've got all the ammo.
Mama, I don't know.
No, I haven't got a
Dunno.
clue.
Home Alone.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He didn't miss the plane. He was. Oh yeah, whatever.
You got two more.
Yeah.
This one's quite hard.
I think Ollie's winning.
Pigs and Diamonds.
Men in Black.
No.
It's not that. I want to say that Studio Ghibli one.
No.
No. What is that
Spirited
one?
Away?
Spirited Away, where they turn into pigs. Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty
Babe.
Pigs and diamonds.
No. Just imagine Babe wearing diamonds.
Do you know that was nominated for Best Picture in the Oscars?
Really?
I know.
The
Nope.
Academy man.
No.
No. Snatch.
I said Snatch earlier.
Did you?
Yeah, for
Oh, not
something
for
else.
this one. Oh, okay.
Oh man,
Have you
'cause
seen
you
Snatch?
said pigs.
Yeah.
It was a
It's
British
British.
film. Oh man.
That's
They obviously referred to British people as
Grudgingly.
pigs.
There's pigs in there, isn't there? No?
Well,
I
you
can't
said
remember.
Full Monty was pigs.
Oh,
naked
Six
pigs.
Naked Pigs.
refer
yeah.
to what as pigs?
British people.
Policemen. Like pigs, aren't they?
Yeah, but there's no policeman in Snatch.
Filthy pigs, aren't they?
Is it? I haven't seen Snatch, so I can't say.
I have, I'm sure there's... Oh, maybe it's dogs. I can't
Just go
remember.
with it.
It's
Say,
been years.
say anything confidently, and it's a fact.
Isn't
Dale
that what
knows
Donald
that.
Trump does?
That's true.
Yeah,
Last
he's likely
one.
going to win.
Last one.
Last one. I think Ollie's
This
won.
is
but
a really easy one. Teeth from the Sea.
Jaws.
Yeah!
Sharks.
Sharknado?
Teeth from the Sea.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's cool. I
That's
like
a nice
that
little
game.
game.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
fun. I like
thank
that. We should do more weekly games.
We
I think.
should.
Yeah.
Zoe make games for us.
I'll try.
Yeah.
I've got some. It's fine. Yeah.
Cool. I love it.
Yeah. Well, thought it was pretty fun.
Remember last week we discussed the ship paradox, where if
Yes.
you take, I discovered it was called the ship of Theseus. So I did a little research today about other paradoxes which make your brain hurt a little bit.
Okay.
And there were three that I thought were quite interesting. So I'm just going to read them to you.
Here we go.
I know about the cat one.
Schrodinger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know about Schrodinger's cat?
I do, yeah.
There's one called Zeno's paradox, where the guy who came up with it suggests that you can never ever get from point A to point B, because at first you must travel half the distance from point A to point B, and then there's another half to follow, and another half to go, and another half to go, so you're only ever going the halves, and you'll never reach the whole distance. Which is stupid, isn't it? Because you can get from point A to point B.
Of course you can.
But the point is, there was another guy that I saw a video of the other week that did a similar thing, where I think he said, if you got a cake, what was it? I can't even remember. I regret this already. He said if
Ollie,
you...
we've
if-
talked about
if
this. You shouldn't prepare notes.
Just fade out quietly.
No, he's like, if you get a cake and you keep cutting the
Backward
cake in
push.
half,
Yeah.
you'll never run out of cake.
Infinite cake sounds like a really good one.
Yeah, I know.
I
I'd
like
be
the
happy
idea of
with that.
infinite cake.
If it was pizza.
Pizza cake.
They were stupid ones. This one's quite a good one. The bootstrap paradox is a paradox of time travel that questions how something that is taken from the future and placed in the past could ever come into being in the first place.
That made no sense to me.
Say it again. Yeah, my brain
It
hurt.
says it's a common trope used by science fiction writers in plot lines in Doctor Who and Bill and Ted, etc. So imagine that a time
That's
traveler.
such a leap.
Yeah.
Sorry for Doctor Who, Bill and Ted.
Imagine
that's
that-
the next thing you jump to.
Imagine that a time traveler buys a copy of Hamlet from a bookstore in
Okay.
current day.
Okay.
Travels back in time to Elizabethan London and hands the book to Shakespeare. Who then copies it out and claims it as his own work. Over the centuries that follow, Hamlet is reprinted and reproduced countless times until finally a copy of it ends up back in the same original bookstore where the time traveller finds it and buys it, takes it back to Shakespeare, who then wrote Hamlet.
Yeah, it's like the chicken and the egg.
Yeah.
I like that.
I like that.
Who
Yeah.
wrote it?
That's cool.
Well, wasn't there like a thing about
Who, like,
Shakespeare not
is
writing
it
there
like-
anyway?
Oh yeah, that's a bit conspiracy.
Yeah,
that he
who's
was.
So
like-
maybe that did happen. Maybe the person who wrote that was the person who went back in time and handed the book.
Oh, sorry. Time
like to
travel's
think
possible
so.
in your world?
Yeah,
Oh,
so
cool.
it's possible.
Don't you think?
I love the idea of it.
It's
Absolutely.
like alternate, like constants and variables. You'd like Bioshock Infinite. Watch Bioshock
Probably.
Infinite because it's all about that.
So the one with the you swing through like in the sky.
Yeah.
Because Bioshock was under the sea, wasn't it?
Yeah, Bioshock
Infinite's in
Infinite's
the sky.
above, but it's all about like time splits. Like if you take the route to two different, like how do you end up?
Nice.
You can't go back to the same one. It's really good.
I
Interesting.
love time travel and this, like you said, the constants and
Have you played
variables.
Bioshock
And...
Infinite?
No, I haven't.
Do it. That's the one I recommend for you.
Okay.
You'll like
To
it.
play, can I watch it?
You can watch it and play it. I'm watching my friend play it now.
Okay.
I've played it, but I'm watching her do it. But
Nice.
it's a really good story, so you should
Right,
definitely
I'll look at that. I'm thinking of upgrading to a PlayStation 4 this year.
Nice.
do it
Yeah.
and buy Last of Us.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm telling you to. And then once you've played it, I'm gonna come back on and we're gonna talk about it.
Okay.
The Last
just
of Us
telling
podcast.
you.
Oh my god.
Please.
I'll just do.
Alright
I'll just do an individual
Get
podcast.
it the remastered one though, because you get the DLC with it, which is like
Okay.
another
And
story.
it looks gorgeous.
Do you work for like game?
No, I just really
Trying
love
to
it.
You're trying to sell me the.
Ollie, how
guides
many times have I
and-
told you about how good The Last of Us
Yeah,
is? I'm so
yeah,
glad Zoe
yeah.
is
I will.
back my corner.
When I get the PlayStation
It's
4,
stunning.
I'll start
Stunning
Definitely.
game.
getting some
do
decent
it.
games.
My favourite game
Please.
ever.
You have to though, because don't you do that thing if you mention something you have to do it and then you talk about it again?
That's a loose
Ollie
rule.
always wants to keep to
That's
his
a loose
word.
rule.
Well, that's my
I,
one for you.
I stick to the rule.
You do.
Yeah, yeah, do it. That's my one for you. As a guest, you have to do it.
Don't impose your views on me, man.
But this is a fun belief, and it's something that you like. So.
It is, yeah.
Have you
I
got
think I
many
like
more
that.
of those?
I got one more that
Okay,
was-
because I got something to bring up
Okay.
from Twitter.
Last one, the card paradox. Imagine you're holding a postcard in your hand, on one side of which is written, "The statement on the other side of this card is true." Yeah?
Mm.
We'll call that statement A. Turn the card over, and the opposite side reads, "The statement on the other side of this card is false." So, which is statement B.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to assign any truth to either statement A or B, however, leads to a paradox. If A is true, then B must be as well, because it says the statement on the other side of the card is true.
Yeah.
But for B to be true, A has to be false. So you can't. I don't know. Fuck it. What do you got? Whatever,
That's
man.
an interesting one.
It's not interesting.
Got the time travel one, am I right?
Yeah, I like.
Thank you,
I
very
like
cool.
the chicken
It's
and
late.
the egg.
it's,
Go.
it's late. Okay,
What have
cool.
you got?
A Twitter user by the name of Becky Keegan. I don't know who she is. She's my wife. She was listening to our last podcast about the ship, like you said. And she says, listening to the most recent podcast, the thought about is that it the same ship. There's an article about the human body. That it repairs and renews itself, so it replaces all cells every 7 years. So, are you the same person? I thought you'd like that.
That brings up big questions, though, about consciousness.
Mm.
Because technically, you're not the same body. If every single cell is replaced, then you have a different body, as you know, like you said, essentially. But your consciousness is still flowing through it.
Yeah.
So you would say it's my body.
This is deep stuff.
It is deep.
It is deep.
And we're an hour and 27 minutes.
Oh, we can't say anymore. I just thought it was interesting to bring it up because you were. I don't think we ever reached a sort of decision on that. It's like really interesting. Just like, is it the same shit? Because we're like, is it not? And
I don't think you can really reach a conclusion.
No, but would you say it's the same? Because you don't notice the
You evolve
change.
though.
Yeah.
Like you change your thoughts.
Yeah.
But you
that's
still
just
wake up
growing
every
up.
day with a sense of, I am the me that I was yesterday.
But I don't think I'm necessarily the same type of person that I was 7 years ago.
No, but you've got some continuity between you then and you now.
Yeah.
So it's not like you woke up one day and you were like,
But that's like a memory though, isn't it? There's that theory that like the last time when you try to think of a memory, you're just thinking about the memory, the last time that you thought about it.
mm-hmm.
So that could be the same thing as like the human body. You could just be trying to remember how you were.
That kind of makes me sad, that thing. Like you remembering the memory, you're not remembering the actual event anymore.
Yeah, you just remember.
Seems very
it.
disconnected to like things
it's kind
that...
of sad.
Yeah.
I have a crap memory, so I don't remember anything.
I know what you mean by being different to where you were like 7 years ago.
Yeah.
I don't. I'm
I'm
sure I
not the
didn't like
same.
who I was 7
No.
years ago, or particularly me in school. I hated who I was in school. Do you know what I
Right.
mean? But that's, again, yes, we're evolving. You're still developing as a person.
Yeah.
So, I think Beck maybe meant it in a literal sense of,
Yeah.
are you the same person? Because, you've basically got a new arm in 7 years.
Well, technically not then.
Yeah.
If
you want to say
if
literally.
every cell is different
Yeah.
in a 7-year cycle, obviously not at the same time.
Hmm.
It's not like your body's regenerating. So like obviously you might have some liver cells that are 3 years old.
Yeah.
And an arm cell.
Is that
A
true,
skin
though?
cell.
Because you have
that's-
scars that stay with you for life.
Yeah.
So if you were constantly
That's true.
having a new body, those scars would disappear. So, can't be true. Can it?
I don't know. I'm
'Cause
no
you,
scientist.
You have the scars for life.
Perhaps it's only healthy cells. that
Like beauty
regenerate.
spots and stuff stay in the
It's
same
true,
place.
no, you got a point there.
Yeah.
Boom.
So
Burst a hole
wow.
in that bubble.
Yeah, there you go.
solved.
That's the
Debunked.
end.
The
It's
answer
done.
back is no.
Oh, wow. Fair play. What did we hit on?
Well, we're on like a minute and a half. A long minute, an hour and a half.
Cool. Shall we wrap it up there then?
Sure.
God,
can
doesn't the
do.
time go quick?
It does.
Yeah.
Okay, carry on talking. Awesome. Thank you very much, Zoe, for coming
That's
on and
okay.
filling in Dale's Lodge. Did you have a fun time?
Yes, I did.
Good.
My mind has been blown.
You're a natural.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah.
I talk in.
Absolutely.
Yeah, well, you didn't seem at all,
Phased.
phased
Yeah.
Oh,
by having a
well.
microphone.
Would
in
you
your-
come back?
Yeah.
We'd love to have you
I'll
back.
make another game and I'll come back.
I love it.
Yeah, do
And
that.
hopefully Dale can be around that time as well. No.
Done with that guy,
More
man.
competition. You don't want that.
That's true.
I want to see the counter though.
The what?
When you do the video, like the counter. Yeah.
That's true.
That's on you.
That's all down
With
to
like
me.
confetti every time. Like, pew.
Ooh, I like it. I can't remember
Ooh.
one, but we'll find them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you'll go
maybe
through-
edit that part down as well into a separate video, which is just the game.
The game. Oh, I like it.
Yeah.
the game. I just called it the name game.
I will.
It's crap. You can change it.
I'll give it a
We
go.
will.
Yeah.
We will. Don't worry.
Awesome. Anyway, so thank you all very much for listening. If you want to follow us, we are on all the social media platforms. I found out we were on an app the other day. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Called Podcast Addict on Android. So if you want to download that, we're on there. Backwine Podcast. We're on iTunes and SoundCloud. Backwine Podcast. We are on Instagram. Backwine Podcast. Oh gosh, there's a lot of promoting. And what are you smirking at?
Nothing. Do you want me to take over?
Go for it.
Right. You can follow Chris on Instagram at BackwineKeegan. You can follow Dale on Instagram at BackwineDale. You can follow me on Instagram at BackwineOllie.
But you could also follow Zoe on Instagram
Have
as
you
well.
got-
Just
Yeah, have you got
Google
an
my name
Instagram?
and you'll find me, Zoe Fair.
There you go.
Phare.
There you go. So
Shameless self-promotion.
Absolutely.
I've got an individual name. I'm sorry. It's kind of creepy though because the postman found me in work.
What?
Are you Zoe
Yeah,
Fair?
he called me. He was like, "Oh, I checked it online and I found that you work at this place. I've got a parcel for you."
Wow.
Hang
That's
on. That's
scary.
surely an overstepping of his boundaries.
Yeah, well, I got the parcel, so I was happy.
Oh, that's a bit creepy.
And now there's a
I
guy in the
know.
car just watching you
I
across
know.
the
I
road.
put everything on private then.
Yeah,
good
that's a bit
idea.
weird.
Sorry.
He should have told you, really, should he? You should have just turned up and go, there you go, your parcel, you Zoe Fair. Weird. Anyway,
Matrix.
she's on Google.
I'm on Google.
Yay! And we're on YouTube as well, if you want to check out the video of me and Ollie completely against each other in the game. I can't remember who won.
Yes.
Yes.
I did.
You won.
Because
Zoe
I
won
knew all
because
the
she brought the
answers.
game. There you go. Loving it. So, yeah. Thank you all very much for listening. Thank you, Zoe. Thank you, Ollie. We will be back next week. Maybe with Dale. Maybe with someone else who knows where that guy is.
Dead to
So,
me.
so thank you very much. Take care and so long and goodbye.
Bye. You didn't say it.
Oh, bye.